Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Let's get a round of applause.
Yeah. Suited and booted, brother.
I'm going to be real with you. We didn't plan to take a break, but we lost one of our episodes.
Are we going to say who it was?
Oh, shit. I still haven't told him.
Yeah, I feel like...
I feel like he's probably read through between the lines.
Has he?
We are so sorry
was a great
to
ep,
beep from beep. We had a whole episode. It was like a really informative, sort of interesting, unique.
We were taking a
episode.
week off anyway, though, weren't we? We were going to have a break.
We were
but
gonna
that was
have
just
a
going to
break
be... That was a
posting.
pre-shot episode. That was going to be flying.
Yes, we were going to have a little break, a pre-shot episode.
Yeah,
but,
we done the extra so that you guys could have a pod and you didn't get the pod. So
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
So-
Gav's back too, man.
Yeah, Gav's
Thank
back.
you, 2025.
Gav.
Back up.
Got my New Year's resolutions ready.
Which
What are
are?
Learning Chinese.
No.
Should go ni hao, suited and booted.
No, Gav, are you learning Mandarin or Cantonese?
I don't know, bro.
Because
It's
there's
Chinese.
Chinese isn't a language.
He says, I don't know, bro. Like, it's a stupid question.
You're
how do I
learning
know,
the
bro?
language.
The fact that there's so many different ones, I don't know. I'm just learning Chinese.
Yeah, it
guys.
would be Mandarin.
Yeah.
It's the main one, I
So I've
think.
got ni
Bro,
hao.
that is the hardest language to learn.
Yeah. And the best two words I have so far is ayo, which means like oh dear. And then you've got feng song.
Yeah,
Which
feng
just
song.
means relax.
Yeah.
Just feng song.
So, oh dear and relax.
What about
and
feng
hello.
What about feng shui?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'm not up to that on Duolingo.
Is that French?
Feng shui? Nah, it's like the feng shui of the room. You know how feng
the
shui?
smell.
What language does it come from?
Mandarin, I think.
Really?
Yeah, feng
Can
shui.
we check that?
Can we check
Feng
that?
shui. I thought,
Feng shui.
I know decor is
Decor.
French.
Yeah.
Oh.
Decor. So is Jerome. Anyway, what other New Year's resolutions you got?
So-
do you know there's someone
You don't have
your
to check
name's
that.
Jeremy?
Don't worry about it. Oh, you did? Is it Chinese?
Feng shui. Told you.
Damn.
Yeah, so I got that. I'm gonna do once a day Duolingo for the whole year.
So from just what I picked up, he knows 3 words from
Yeah.
what he's been learning.
So
And
in
Bing Cha.
five,
Bing Cha is
That's a
iced
steep
tea.
learn.
in 5 days, you've learnt 3 words. Nice.
Yeah.
And they were what? Relax.
Oh dear.
Relax. Oh dear.
Oh
hello.
dear.
Hi. If you don't know ni hao, damn, we're starting up slow, aren't we?
Do you not know shisha?
Shisha, yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Shisha.
They're the basics.
But
Ni
to be
hao-
fair,
ni-
he's a language king. Man.
Yeah.
Bro,
so
ni-
let's see by the end of the
Ni
year.
hao ma, what jiao Jake?
Yeah.
Ni hao ma must mean hello, mum.
Ni hao ma is hi, how are you?
Yeah, ma.
Yeah.
Mum.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, ma. Ni hao ma.
That's the Aussie translation to it.
Yeah.
No,
Then we got Bing Cha Hui Mi Fan, which means iced tea and rice.
Okay, that's a
What was
weird
the
combo.
hui part?
What was the?
So you always just got to add a bit of accent onto it, you know?
Do you?
That doesn't mean anything. Hui.
Because if you just, that means and. That means and.
Oh.
Hui. Hui.
Suited, hoi, booted.
Oh, what else is the resolutions other than that?
All right, so that's
What
it.
else you got?
That's it. Suited, hui, good.
Yeah, bro. Hey, we're back. That's it. We're back.
Next episode, I got to learn how to say suited and booted
Yeah,
in Chinese.
Oh my gosh, yes. We got to do an intro with you doing it.
Oh,
We
so
all-
what else do you have?
Yeah.
That,
Chinese?
Jake said
And
you had
then-
some other shit.
So I'm sober for 2 years now, alcohol.
Ah.
And I'm taking it a level up. This is probably my hardest one. No soft drinks, 2025.
Wow, not even sugar free?
Yeah.
Do you know what-
Just soft drinks. So your Coke, Sprites, whatever.
Who's got the best abs out of us? Let's be real.
Gavin.
Gavin, right?
Yeah.
So he's doing a challenge
Yeah.
at the moment for
And I want
day.
everyone, I was thinking about this. I want a suited and booted member, not a member, a fan, to jump on board with me. If I can get one, I'll be so happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? The
They
idea,
need a story, the challenge.
yeah, they need a story, or if we run into each other, we're doing the challenge together on that date.
What is it?
it is. Today is what, the 6th?
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
You've got to do 6 push-ups, 6 sit-ups, 6 squats. All right? And then you go, each day you go 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. When you get to the 31st, you do your 31, and then you restart each month. 1 push-up, 1 sit-up, 1 squat.
How many, I want him to figure out how much that is a month and then times that by 12 so we get a rough estimate of how many he's going to do. Because he said he's trying to get his abs back. And I thought he was taking the piss out of me because
I feel
he's
like
got...
Through doing this challenge.
I feel like
He's
you got to
got
do a bit
abs.
more than that.
you got to do more than that.
There's
Surely.
like 6
But
sit-ups
if,
a day.
if you're consistent, you're going to see the difference.
Look, I think
So
it's a great
last year-
challenge for people that are currently doing nothing.
Last year, I tried to do
fucks.
50 a day. 50 a day, right? I couldn't do it.
You could do it, bro.
Jerobe's got New Year's resolutions as well because I was on the phone to him on the way to the pod and he was ordering food and he goes, I'll get a sausage roll, but snack size. He goes, health is wealth, brother, on the phone to me.
I'm going to be real with you. Gavin, well done on your New Year's resolutions.
Well done, Gavs.
Now, before we
I want to know what are the people's New Year's resolutions.
We'll go around. So, what was the highlight? Do you have any funny stories from your trip to Malaysia and Bali?
All right, I got a good one for the fan base because I feel like everyone here probably flies out to Bali and Asia, whatever. Bali, it's done for me. It's overrated.
Been saying that. Been saying that, bro.
I tried to go to Semiak. No, I was in Semiak and I had to go to Uluwatu. It took me over 2 hours. Oh, the best story, now that we're on this anyway. I'm sorry to Ming's parents if they listen to this because we weren't supposed to do this, but we did this.
That's all right.
We got on the motorbike together, right? We got on the motorbike together. They said, make sure you wear helmets. Anyway, we get on, get the GoJet. We're on our way there. The cops pull us over, right? The cops get us. At the intersection, it was like we were just fresh bait for all of the tourists, right?
Yeah.
We get pulled over. It was so funny because we get pulled over into the cop station on the corner, and then the cop is going off at the GoJet guy, right? That's taking us on a motorbike, all in fucking Indonesian. So me and Ming are looking at each other like, oh, we're fucked here. So I just went on quickly on Google and be like, all right, what's the go? Like, how much am I going to have to pay off this cop? And it's like $24. So I just say to the guy, all right, yeah, I'll just tip you $24 and whatever. And then the cop goes, yep, all good, just pay your taxi guy. And then you just keep going. So we got back on for not wearing helmets and we just kept going.
Yeah, bro.
So what was he pulling you? What was he yelling at the guy about?
What a country, bro.
I don't know.
What a place.
Who's that?
That's Jake.
My phone, bro.
We are one of the only countries in the world where you can't pay off cops, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
you would prefer.
It's
they
a joke,
would.
Rashid. It's a joke, Rashid. No, it's not a joke. I'm joking.
Isn't this interesting though? We had a discussion right the other day. Family barbecue / Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Big political discussion
Always
about how
problems
interesting
happen.
is it
Yeah.
that like okay, the richer Western countries are less corrupt, but there obviously is a massive level of corruption amongst the elites. But then other countries are very corrupt, but it's corruption everywhere amongst everyone.
Play on.
Yes.
Isn't that strange, bro?
Dog eat
The
dog.
richer Western countries, the corruption is by the elites, whereas corruption
It's hidden better.
in third world countries, exactly, Gavin, it's hidden better. In third world countries, it's more of you're going to get corruption from the elites, from the middle class, and from the lower class.
A bit like the Premier League all the way down to the MPL and state leagues.
Basically. By the way,
Everyone's corrupt the lower you go, and then the higher you go.
We'll get to it later, but there's going to be State 6 and State 7 this year.
Fucking hell.
So I might
I wonder
place
if there's stories that I didn't answer.
any money being thrown around there.
State 7 I would rip up.
Hey, can we just
you
jump
better.
jump off the stay on the corruption thing and just pivot to Paddy Kisnorbo and what we know about the situation now? What's come out?
Well,
what's your
so
current opinion?
What's come out? The
assistant coach at Yokohama, where it happened a few weeks ago. But yeah, people have been saying like, wow, people have been saying, oh, the A-League sucks if he wants to take an assistant job in Japan. But that's what he's decided to do. And
Because Jake had a pretty hard stance on the lack of integrity in the decision. Do you still stand by that now, knowing the outcome?
what based off what are we referencing? The USD tax free.
what?
Huh?
What's that one?
That's what I got told.
Oh,
But I don't know if it's tax free in Japan. No.
nah, surely not.
No, I
Anyway,
don't mean about
what
that.
are you
I just mean
referencing?
like, lack of integrity.
I mean,
I'm
like,
connecting corruption to lack of integrity in the decision to leave the club after 7 games.
I still have the same view. Yeah.
I reckon that's a great move by him. Because he was, you know why? Because Victory should have saw it coming. He was a city man
That's
through
true.
and through.
Yeah.
That's true.
And he's gone there. He said, yeah, take me
I
fucking
know.
7 games.
Maybe he likes
what I-
Hello Kitty.
Oh, do you know what I do know is I know of an absolute legend of that football club that has never been affiliated with this show, by the way. And this was coming from a very close friend who was out with him having a catch up. His point of view was they should never have let a Melbourne City coach come into Melbourne Victory. Because he
Rivalry
like,
purposes?
I don't know. I have to take this next part as sarcasm, but he didn't say to me as sarcasm. He's like, man, he's a spy for City.
I get
And then,
what,
like, if you just look at the timeline of it, it's like pretty funny.
I get what he's saying, but unfortunately, the A League
Bro, I
has
was
done.
for the decision when they
Like-
got him.
Bro, the A League has done way too much like that to the point where it's not tribal like that. If Mourinho can go manage Spurs after managing Chelsea, anything's gonna.
I agree, bro. He would never blink an eye at it if he didn't leave after 7 games.
With all the players that have played for, there's like a handful of players that have played for Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal, and that's like you don't do that. Like, look at Michael Owen, Liverpool legend, goes to play for United. Like, it's.
How did you feel when Lampard left?
I was fuming, bro. He scored against us. I was fucking fuming, but it was to Man City, and they're not a major rival of us. So I was like, it's cool, whatever. No, Man City and Chelsea don't hate each other like that. If Lampard went to Spurs or
Who
Arsenal,
do Chelsea hate?
Arsenal and Spurs, straight out Spurs, West Ham, Arsenal, Leeds, Liverpool.
Liverpool can't be though.
I was
'cause you've
pretty
got
upset
Torres
when
from
Van
it.
Persie went to United.
Yeah, but bro.
You almost got Gerrard too.
But did you see what the Liverpool fans did to the Torres jersey when he joined
Right,
us? They were
okay.
burning it. So that whole, I get where he's coming from, but it's like City and Victory are small fries when it comes to this allegiances, loyalty thing. Because think of how many players, bro. There's probably a whole starting 11 that's played for City and Victory.
Yeah. You can start throwing Western United now.
Think about it. There is a starting 11. Fornaroli.
I feel like Kisnobo's
Azani.
such a big name
James
though
Jago.
for City.
James Jago.
Who's Western's rival?
Tarneed FC.
Oh,
Yeah.
are they good?
I think they're State 5 or something. State 4.
Isn't Western closer to Sydney?
No, it's West, bro. Sydney's East.
He's on today, bro.
Oh my god!
He's on today.
To be fair, Western should have a derby with Adelaide United because they're sort of close.
The boring drive derby.
Yeah.
Boring.
The
drive.
boring drive derby.
That's a good one.
Anyway, let's get back on how everyone's break was. So, Gav, that was the highlight of your trip, paying off a cop.
Yeah, that was pretty good. I was like straight away as I was getting pulled over, I was sort of like, "Fuck, got to tell this story because this is obviously."
Hold on,
But
hold
you
on.
didn't
Stop,
pay a
stop,
cop. You
stop.
didn't pay the cop off.
I don't know. Who
I'm
I paid.
so
It was
sorry,
just a
Rash.
couple
So
of
you
fucking-
paid
Oh,
someone.
you did pay. Sorry,
you
I didn't
did.
get that from the message.
I thought that's what he said. That's why he got back on the bike.
What you should have paid the cops off for was you tooting your ass up on your Instagram story.
We spoke
Wasn't
about
that
it
the
on the pod.
funniest
Did you hear
story
it?
ever?
What?
Nah.
No, it was like, it was fucked.
I think it was more funny because Ming actually put it on her story. I put it close friends. Like I was like, "Oh, that's a bit too
Oh,
much."
because I thought you
Yeah.
reshared it, but in close friends.
You put it to the world.
Yeah.
But how is this guy talking after his post yesterday?
Are you gonna?
Yours is further than his, bro.
It's a saying. I didn't come up with it.
What's a saying?
Palmer pints packet pussy. I didn't come up with that.
on his story whilst he's watching Chelsea?
That's not Rash. I did not come up with that. That's a funny thing that Chelsea fans say. It's like a sticker that they slap on shit. I didn't come up with that, bro. And I don't do packet, and I barely drink.
But it's funny how you put Cole Palmer's name in that.
Yeah, because it's P.
Is that what? Is that a Chelsea saying
It's
now?
a thing, like Palmer pints packet pussy. Like I don't know what order it is, but it's something like that.
Fucking Chelsea, man.
This, yeah, that's different beat of people.
Hey, you know, speaking of Girox's holidays, he's was house sitting. Would you say?
So long story short,
Yeah, I was thinking about this. How is it going to be going back from?
bro, I'm happy I'm home. Look,
At home.
Long story short, I was house sitting this mansion. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen it. Right, I made the most of it. If you got sick of me and thought I was a loser for doing it, fucking unfollow me.
When I went there, it was like walking into the Godfather's house.
It's amazing.
On Corleone.
Right? It's like a 150-meter driveway or whatever it is. There's a tennis court. There was a pool, sauna, a spa, pool table. It's like a cinema room. There was a fucking bar.
There's bad juju in it though, bro, because
There
Chelsea
is
played
bad
4 games.
Juju in that fucking house because the pod before we went in, Rash said, "Oh, if they lose 4 games in a row, you change your tone." And I was like, "Shut up, Rash." Guess what? Haven't won a fucking game since I've been in that house.
What were you actually saying before that? It was something about, I like the way we're playing,
Yeah.
saying something about the individual players,
Yeah. I don't take it. Caicedo. I don't take it back.
Who's he?
Yeah, he must be. He's thinking Pez.
That's a
you know when
player
they
now.
change their names?
Oh, that's a player in our
Caicedo.
in our fake football club.
You know,
Caicedo.
you know on Pez when they used to change their names? Ronaldo was Rolando. Caicedo.
Hey, Felipe Caicedo, man. What a player.
We were. And we just had a really, really weird dip in form. Like, it's just come out of nowhere almost. But, again, injuries, I'm not going to blame them on them. We are missing a few. We're missing Lavia heavy.
Don't worry, bro.
He's always got a vaginal injury, that guy.
Man, we've had a dip in form for 10 years, bro. So
I was so shattered. Arsenal bottled it because you guys drew. It would have been perfect for us.
are you an Arsenal fan?
Yeah, everyone's been
Would have been
bottling
like
it up the top.
two,
Like, it's weird.
Can I just
3, 4
say,
points.
just
from
on
top.
this topic of dip in form, Pep Guardiola, right? Does this not add to his story and his legacy?
Yes.
A dip in form.
But they're back.
Is it the first
Yeah.
time that's happened?
Bro,
in
no,
his
he's like broke
managerial
record.
career?
Sir Alex Ferguson's never lost more than like 4 games in a row.
But,
Do you know what I mean? Or
So
3 games in a row.
if we think
something like
about the documentary, the Argentina documentary, if Messi just went boom, the story's not that interesting.
But I feel like
because
Messi.
of the boom,
When did he go boom?
the Argentina,
when he
like
retired and when
all
they
that
said,
stuff.
when people were yelling,
missed-
like, you
missed the
fucking
pens
suck.
against Chile and retired from international football, never won anything.
You'll never be Maradona.
All that stuff that adds to the flavor of the story, the hero's journey,
Like the
of
comeback.
Pep Guardiola.
Rash,
Oof.
which hero in anything doesn't have that? Like, or else it's not a good story.
Wait, do you know for all the bad results Man City have had, Erling Haaland is still on 20 goals this season.
They've won
Yeah,
two
by
on
the
the trot.
way,
They're back.
who did you watch the Man City highlights?
No, I didn't watch
Savinho.
Oh my god, ridiculous!
He's ridiculous, yeah.
I watched it last night.
It's hot and cold.
Bro, that cross that he put in. Silly.
He's on form. I think the two is
he from?
City will be back. This is so standard of them. They have a dip, and then Pep comes up with some random new shit, and then they'll be back. I'm telling you. But I don't know what the fuck was happening in that house that I was house sitting, but there was bad energies in there because we just could not win, and 4 games, which is bad. Especially going from title contenders, we were never fucking title contenders.
You know who's my favourite player at the moment? That João Pedro.
Yeah, he's good. He's an annoying prick.
Holy
You sort of look
crap,
like
he's
him.
good, man.
Oh, I had a dream last night that Victory needed a centre back and they recalled Rash.
Bro, Rashid played, when we played in this
And I was like-
charity game once, he was trying to get to 100 kilos and he was like well overweight to be playing football and he played centre back and some guy, it was like a 3v1 and instead of trying to defend them because like they were coming at speed and he was carrying a bit of weight, he's just tried to step up and can't play him offside and they just went through and scored.
Tactical genius.
Like instead of actually trying to defend, he's gone, fuck it, I'll try and anticipate this pass and come up and put my hand up.
Rash, what about the time when we played in Argentina?
Puts the ball though in midfield. to-
Potentially, Rashid.
Rash, what about when we went and played the 7v7 in Argentina? And there was the corner
yeah.
tick, and you threw the guy to the ground.
Oh, we
that
got to
was
find that
hilarious.
video, man.
Yeah.
Well, why were you throwing kids to the ground in Argentina?
Yeah, I don't know. I also twisted my ankle on this Christmas holidays playing 2v2 against about 15-year-old, a 15-year-old and maybe a 12-year-old basketball.
This is what I mean, bro. But we've missed a lot of football, man. Even though we missed one episode, it feels like we've missed so many games.
Yeah,
to like
yeah,
talk
a lot has
about.
happened.
My brain's gone like this. thinking
Let's
about what we
quickly
need to
just
talk about.
wrap up what we did over the break. So, I was at the house, did that. Rash came over. We had a little bit of a dip. Rash went down the slide. It was funny.
Yeah.
We played tennis. What else happened there at that house? Some other stuff, but you got to pay to find that out.
What happened in the Chelsea game when you were watching Chelsea game?
Let me rethink. Let me recall what happened. Let's just put it this way. I was in a certain position on the bed when Palmer scored.
Ejaculated that moment when Palmer scored in happiness.
Not really, but
Mid-act. That is Palmer.
And then he did the
Cole Palmer's done it again.
and then he did the celebration.
Oh. Were your eyes on the TV?
eyes were glued to the screen.
He went like this.
Yeah, I went like this.
He went like this and fell off the bed.
He got the shivers.
Hey,
And then jumped in the sauna.
Oh, I'm so glad.
now you guys can put 2 and 2 together there. I'm not giving any more details. Let the rest be for your imagination. I also
Well,
tried.
he freaking said a vulgar word.
Yeah.
It's not even 2 and 2 anymore.
Yeah,
Payne, listen to what he said.
Yeah, that didn't even happen yet. I wasn't at that stage yet.
Oh man, come on, man. We got kids. We got kids watching.
Who cares? I also tried.
Who cares?
Who cares? How do you think they got here? Every parent that listens to this show, guess what? Every kid that listens to this show, guess what? Your parents do it.
Oh, come on.
Oh, that's gross. Someone fire this guy. Anyway,
We've gone too far.
do you know what I did?
2025.
I thought I would be one of like you fitness freak bastards, and I thought I'd get in the sauna. Right?
I love a sauna.
Now, it was 60 degrees for 30 minutes.
This is a good clip you did.
Now, at the start, I was like, okay. But towards the end, I was like, I'm going to literally die in here.
Where did you get this off ChatGPT? Where did you get the recommendation of 60 by 30?
John and Max were in there, and they're like, we'll do 30 at 60. I was
That's 30's a lot, bro.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
To be
For someone who's never sauna before, you would have felt sick.
I did. So,
That's veteran numbers, bro.
so I was like, I'm in there, whatever.
You know those veterans that you see?
love
Not
them.
actual veterans, but the sauna veterans that you see at the local pool.
They're my favourite.
Oh, yeah.
Just in there, they think they're getting fit.
Like a
You're
70
sitting there and they're just pouring the water over the sauna.
Yeah,
and
like
you're like,
they're
mate, I'm in
fucking-
here also.
they're-
and on the fucking window it says, don't put any water
It's
on the
attempted
rocks.
murder, bro. There's like 8 other people minding their own business, and this guy's just sizzling it up,
Yeah.
man.
There is definitely some 94-year-old Chinese guy in there who's a vet and fitter than all of us, and he's just like,
Yeah.
And he's got his specific sauna hat on.
yeah.
Those random hats.
he's
Like,
just
add a
sitting
head
there.
to the head or
They
He's
something.
shake
sitting there
their head
pouring
when
it and
someone
just going,
opens the door.
Fung song, fung
You know,
song.
when someone opens the door and a little bit of air comes in, they're like, fuck it.
And then me, I come in thinking, oh, I'm going to do saunas now. I come in for like 1.5 minutes and I'm like, fuck this, like, get out.
But there's always a fat Greek guy in there. I don't know why. He's just always a fat Greek.
With the chain.
Yeah, with a chain and chest.
That's actually true.
Yeah, like what? Like he does no workout. He's fat as fuck, and he just sits in the
know.
sauna.
And
They
looks
just
like you
love
could
the
make a
sauna.
mad lamb on the spit.
Yeah. So I did that, and then I got out, and I sculled a cold bottle of water. Bad decision. And then the boys are like, "Dude, hot cold therapy." So I was like, "Yo, I'm mad." So
Wim Hof.
So I jumped in the pool. And I felt so sick, like nauseous, fucking dizzy. I was like stumbling, and I thought it was funny, but I'm like, this is not fun.
You're like an anti-fitness guru.
Bro,
I am an anti-fitness guru, and I like it's my life.
Yeah, you just did way too much too soon, bro.
As the first, like, I jumped in the deep
You
end.
tried to run a marathon, bro, before you
Yeah.
went for a jog.
Yeah, for real. So we did that. What other funny shit?
What's your New Year's resolutions?
Nothing. I don't believe in them.
What do you want to do this year, Jerome?
I just want to pump suited and booted, not the cast, but just like the show. Like, just I just want to go harder with it, not the cast.
I've never heard Gab laugh.
No, that's it, bro. That I'm planning a family trip because I haven't been overseas in 2 years.
Where's that going?
I've decided on Vietnam.
Hey.
Yeah, because
Ho Chi
That's
Minh.
nice.
Hanoi. Like I want to do. I love sort of
History.
cultural shocks and all that. Like I've done Europe. Like I've done fucking the States. Like I want something a
Bro.
bit different.
Best food, man.
Yeah, great food, good people.
Combination.
Combination.
Hold on,
Yeah.
can we... Is this true? Is this a true statement? That you rejected a family trip for Suited and Booted last year. Is that right? Weren't you planning on doing a family trip?
No.
And
So what happened was, because I'm turning 30 this year, and my dad's turning 60, we were going to go to Europe for like 6 weeks.
That's right.
But then I thought, am I able to take 6 weeks off? Probably not. So I think what we've opted to do is, with the cheaper option, obviously, is to go to Vietnam for like 12 days.
Oh, so it was a monetary thing. I thought the reason you
Monetary,
didn't do it was
but no.
because Suited and Booted.
No, but also, I'm not going to go to Vietnam for 6 weeks, am I?
Okay.
But like, I think taking 6 weeks off is. I might go to Greece for 2 or 3 weeks later on, but taking off 6 weeks at once is you can't. It's a bit too long. So I thought about you a little bit.
Thanks, man.
But yeah, New Year's resolutions: travel, stamp up my passport. Just keep going with this, push it, double, triple the following.
We got a lot coming, man.
Yeah, got a lot planned.
There's
We
a
just
lot
need to
coming for
execute
everyone.
everything. What else? I think just more peace, man. More peace. Last year was a pretty good year, dude. Like, all things considered, it was a pretty good year. I always say that even years are my years. So let's see what the odd one throws at me.
Bro, I never thought about
4
that.
days into an odd one, he's gone. Even years of my years.
Usually, yeah.
So you're shitting yourself for every
then
day
again,
that's coming ahead.
Chelsea won the Champions League in 21, so it's like, things can happen. But I think peace. Peace is my thing, man.
War, not peace.
When's the 30th, Jerome?
June. Yeah, right in the middle of the year. So that, and then bro,
Can I, sorry, just
yeah,
to
keep
just
going,
to
bro. I
jump in.
love questions.
In terms of what are you doing to cultivate the peace within your life this year? What are you planning on doing?
Whew.
Obviously suited and booted.
Just
What else?
conscious decisions on like, is that going to stress me out or not? But the thing is, the problem with me is I try to dodge every challenge. That's what I do. I suck at taking challenges head on. Pause. Right? I always or look for an easy way out. Right? Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing sometimes, but most of the times it can be a bit like, you only grow when you're fucking uncomfortable or blah, 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 whatever. But I think putting that to the side, I think just who I'm around.
I need specifics, bro.
You need, like, how specific do you want to
I
get?
want you to say
Like,
not
what the
who
fuck?
am I around. Who are you deliberately going to hang out with, and who are you deliberately not going to hang out with?
Okay.
That's, you're obviously not going to name those things.
I was going to say,
What the fuck?
No,
so
no,
there's
no,
a
I'm serious.
30-year-old guy called Michael.
No,
He's
no.
5'6". I hate the cunt.
He is
But
a
obviously,
flog.
in that scenario, you're not going to actually be specific. But for example, if you're going to cultivate peace in, I don't know, your podcasting life or your work life, what's a work week going to look like so that you actually specifically
floor plan?
so that you can know that you're actually cultivating the peace.
I think constant communication with you lot is going to help cultivate peace in the podcast world. So, like, if everyone's moving in the same direction, same page, which we are, it's just continuing it. So that definitely, communicating and stuff. Past 2 weeks, yes, I've been a bit sloppy, but it's that time of year.
We had a
Whatever,
break,
we're back.
bro.
Yeah, I had a little break.
What about dating? You're going to...
Dating.
Oh, she's dating mid-game, bro. So.
I'm not sure on that one yet.
Okay.
I'll get back to you. I'm 3-4 days.
That's a
into
good
the
one.
year, whatever. Oh, look, dating does not bring me peace.
Okay.
Being in a relationship does not bring me peace. The last one I was in, all it did was make me want to pull my fucking hair out.
Well, that's
Now,
because she wasn't the
granted,
right one.
Always
it
or
should bring you
afterwards, or what do you
peace.
mean?
That's because she wasn't
way
the right
through?
one.
Granted, she lived on the other side of the world. So, it was a bit tough. And I had no money. Right? And
You
I-
could only do Cole Palmer celebrations
Bro, what,
so
you're
many
having phone
times.
calls at like 2 a.m.?
brother, that's nothing. FaceTimes in the all fucked up times of the morning. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, you would have been all over he would have
I
been
was-
all over the shop.
Do you know what I was doing? Family dinner, I'd just walk off for half an hour and talk. And my
was
mum's like,
playing,
what the
bro.
fuck are you doing? And I'm like,
I
well,
could imagine, bro.
yeah, I was all over the gaff. All
Hey, you're like Tottenham, bro.
Yeah.
Getting men everywhere.
just everywhere.
Was that an odd or even year?
Even?
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, but anyway, long story.
What about physically? You're going to play five-a-side every week?
Yeah, I'll still be playing. I'm not going to play outdoor because I don't think I can do the whole 2 trainings in a game. Definitely going to be playing. I sort of need that, really, just a little bit of an outlet.
That's the piece.
What else, man? If you ask me questions, I can answer like
Yeah, cool.
that. Money, man.
Money, yeah.
Money.
Fair enough.
That's going to bring me peace. If I get my affairs in order, right?
Can I ask your plan for that? How to get your
My plan for that is, I think by the middle of the year, bro, I want to quit my part-time job.
Nice, bro. You'll do it.
That's easy.
But
You'll get there before
the
that,
thing
bro.
the thing is, the money has to come from here. It ain't coming from anywhere else. So that's why we're going to go hard this year. Pause. But
We got a plan.
yeah, we got a plan.
We got a plan.
We got a plan. I think that brings most of my stress. Really, it's like my financial position.
Yeah, that's a normal thing, though.
That's a good thing to know, though.
Yeah.
That's common. That's a common stress.
Yeah, it's just I don't know how I've been getting by really, but we here, we here. So
man.
that's on the financial side of things.
Dang, bro.
Physically, I might get back. Look, if I travel, I'll have to go to the gym.
Why?
That's the only thing that
Bro,
gets
you'll
me
probably lose weight in Vietnam, bro.
Oh, 100% I will.
Just by walking.
100% I will.
Can I ask you a personal question? We can cut it out.
Ask me anything you want in life.
Do you have a plan to stop the medications?
That's
That's a very personal question,
mind.
but he's spoken about.
I don't mind.
Online before
I don't mind.
that he takes antidepressants.
I don't mind.
And so I think it's a good question because a lot of people, I know my cousins, my friends, I know a lot of people on it, and it's worth talking about.
Oh, bro, it's I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but
You have.
when I've not taken it for a few days, I remember one week in Europe, I forgot my pills in London, and I was in Barcelona, so I was trying to get like people to send them in the mail and shit. But look, when you come off something that you've been on for so long, your body starts going ape shit.
Like what? Just like your emotions?
Emotions, you have fucked up dreams, you're dizzy, you're all over the place, you're easily irritable. Like the smallest thing can piss me off.
Yeah.
So weaning off is going to be maybe one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. So I'm sort of just preparing, like if I want to do it, I've got to do it very slowly, very gradually. And I've got to do it at a point where everything is like the year's just started. I feel like once things get rolling, once the pod's back, rolling properly, once the year's back in, that's when I would consider.
Do you think that?
Because there's never a perfect time, though.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
You're imagining that there's going to come a day where you feel ready. And there's not really going to come that day ever.
Yeah.
'Cause there's always going to be some element of stress. You know,
There's always something.
Now you got
Yeah.
Your financial situation is secure. Oh, now you got a baby on the way. Oh,
Oh,
now
well-
you got. Well, you might, bro. I'm just.
Fucking hope not.
Well, if Palmer keeps scoring, boy. What about you, Jakey B? Sorry. Have we?
No, yeah, bro. Hey, don't do that shit alone, brother. Do you know what I mean?
bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think look. It's again, my situation compared to some other people's is so minuscule that they would laugh at it. But that would be something that there's no perfect time. You're right.
Well, it's definitely a thing, though. It's not. You're saying it's minuscule, but it's definitely considered. I think a consensus is that it's very, very, very difficult to get off those kinds of medications.
Oh yeah, and look, you know, even though I'm the anti-fitness guru, I know that for a fact if I get off them and I don't do some type of physical activity, I'm doomed because that's where I'm going to get my dopamine from. Because I've never really been a drinker, I've never been an illicit substance guy. Like I wouldn't turn to that per se. I'm a binge eater, which is a real fucking issue. That's where all my money goes, bro. Food. It's fucked. But I think that covers like my sort of, you know, goals and stuff for this year.
Goals, bro.
I'm not one of those guys that like, 30, I have to do something. Bro, everyone moves at a different pace. Some people have their whole life sorted by 23 and they're sitting at home right now thinking, what next? Some people wait till they're 50. Whatever, man. Everyone's got different times. I hear some of my friends and shit say, oh, man, I'm 30. I should probably get that. Bro, whatever. It doesn't matter.
True.
Theo Von's dad was fucking 70 when he had him.
Allegedly.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's a bit much.
Shout out, Pops.
But I just want to touch on, getting off me, I want to touch on Jake just quickly. Mm-hmm. What a way to ream in the new year, man. Ring in the new year.
Ream?
Ream. Why did I
Pause?
say ream?
That's the
Rim. What a way to ring in the new year for you, bro. How you feeling?
I'm good, bro. I've just been training every day.
Yeah, you're
Every day, man.
you're looking sharp.
Yeah, I'm like going sober all year.
Yeah.
That's my
Love that.
that's my goal. I've been it for like a period of time, but then I would have like periods where I would drink and all that sort of stuff. But then like now it's like I'm not even gonna have like the odd occasion.
What makes it easier for you to stay sober? What sort of things are you going to put into place to make it easier? To
You have to change your whole
execute the
environment.
whole year?
Your whole environment. It's the only way. Like,
What,
everything.
people?
Yeah, people, places, situations.
I think the people is the hard one. That's a
for
really hard
sure.
one.
Yeah, but that's the hardest thing.
Because
I think the best one for me was when you're out, when people are offering you drinks, instead of just saying, "No, I'm not drinking tonight," you just say, "No, I don't drink."
Yeah, it's the
And
language. That's
It's the
spot on.
language that
I don't
people
drink.
are like, "Oh, okay, yeah," you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's little mind games you play with yourself.
Yeah, it's just language.
And
But it's good, man.
how do you feel now? How long have you done now?
For
just
4
started,
weeks. Yeah.
4 weeks. So how do you
But
feel
like
now?
I will say, bro, the 4 weeks over this period Feels like 4 months.
Yeah, it's big.
But every hour, every minute, someone's calling. This is going on. That's going on.
It's big.
So
There's
it
always
feels
a
like way
birthday.
longer than 4 weeks.
There's always a party. There's always a friend's
But that's how I know.
engagement. There's always...
Well, and
always
this,
an
this
orgy.
year, everyone. But that's how I know, because this time of year, everyone's off. So like every day's a weekend. You know what I mean? Like people don't even know what day it is or date. But that's how I know I'll do the whole year, because I'm like, that's the hardest part of the year done.
Yeah.
So easy.
Not cliche fitness guru style, but does it not feel like almost like a hack that you're waking up sober every day? Like, it's like, other people are waking up a bit dusty, a few hours where they're losing, or maybe a day or two that they're losing. Does it not feel, it feels like for me, since I've stopped drinking and partying, that it's almost like I've got an extra day or 2 days of the week to get things done.
You do.
Compared to the rest of
There's a lot of hours in the day, man.
It's crazy.
But then again, like,
What did Theo Von say? He's like 30-hour days? It's like, no, man.
but then again, like, even there's days where I wake up dusty as fuck and I don't drink. Like, everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their vice.
Yeah, but that's because you're watching Prem till 5
that's
a.m.,
bro,
bro.
that
It's not a
is-
good thing, bro. It's not a good thing.
You just love
Yeah,
your
I think
football, man.
It
That's
adds
the
value
hardest
to
one
life,
to lock
but
in.
It's taking years
Yeah.
off your life.
What about
bro.
Rashid? What are your results? Do you? So I'm like Jerome. If you if you want to change something, you change it that day. So like I kind of people that start journaling on January 1st. I'm like, you'll be done by the 15th. But what do you have? Do you set resolutions? If so, what are they? What are your goals?
Mine's not really a New Year's resolution. Mine's more tailored to the situation in my life. Like, I've just left my, let's say, part-time job or full-time job. So
We're going
I
all
have-
in, Buddhas, man.
Yeah, big time.
We're going all in, brother.
So I have less forced structure onto myself. So I kind of need to dictate that myself. So I need it because I know what it's like. Like if you don't have to get up for a job that starts at 9 a.m., well, then maybe you'll just do nothing till 12 and you don't realize you're scrolling. And so I'm kind of trying to set a bit of structure into my week and my days. But I also, you guys know, I'm really big on targets, like really big on targets.
And research.
I had made it. I had,
and sauces.
And spicy beef. Korean spicy beef.
And shout out Yama Yama, Japanese
Shout out Yama
restaurant in
Yama,
Roeville, been feeding us too.
For real.
Yeah, the best. But yeah, so I'm really big on targets, and I'm really big on. So for example, last year my target, I had 5,000 followers across all networks at that time. I said I want 100,000 followers by 31st of December. I'm currently on 160.
Yeah, you went a little bit over.
Yeah,
So,
bro.
and when I said it, I knew that. So I have this thing that I've created called SMART goals, not SMART goals. You heard of SMART goals, right?
Yeah.
Specific-
Smirt goal, like you're from Memphis. You smirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-based. That's SMART goals, right?
What's the
Mine
I?
is SMURT. SMURT.
Oh, smirt.
Specific, measurable, unrealistic,
Unrealistic.
relevant, time-based.
We're so different. But
And
I respect
so,
it.
So I take what I think is realistic. So say, for example, I look at my following, I've got 5,000 followers. I go, okay, what's realistic for me to get in a year? Up to 30,000 maybe? Okay, so I'll say 100. And that'll be my goal.
See-
and then my behaviors try to get me to 100, which is like completely means that your behaviors are very different than what you're trying to get to 30. And then you probably overshoot the mark. Then
You're trying to trick yourself.
Yeah.
Because I remember, the prime example of that is when we were in like the early stages last year of, by the way, we haven't even been doing this pod for a year, but when we were in the early stages, I remember, I think I said by the end of the year, I want 10,000 followers. And you said, no, we'll get more than that. But that's your smirt.
Exactly.
That's your smirt.
Yeah.
And we got slightly more.
Do we have a goal for this year for followers?
That's the thing.
Should we just
If
voice
Rash has one, can you keep it to yourself? Because if we don't get there, I'm going to be like, fail.
I don't see followers really as a metric that I care about.
Impact.
In terms of the content.
Numbers then.
I think there's a few
Impact.
other metrics that are a little bit more important because, for example, right now our follower count is quite small, but I think the
But interaction,
engagement that we're
Yeah.
getting is very high.
Well,
So I think that's not really telling the full story.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
doesn't.
I 100% agree.
The only issue is, right, with these brands and all this bullshit, is everything these days works off numbers, and then they go to some influencer who's got 50,000 followers, but they've chosen the wrong target audience, and then they give this influencer $5,000 to promote their fucking new drink, and they're like, wait, we're not getting any sales. No fucking shit.
I reckon
not everything's based off numbers.
It's starting to change now, though. People are starting to realize that.
Yeah.
You're starting to come to the engagement and the community listeners, the loyal listeners.
It has to.
Well, because I feel like a lot of people can get off 1-2 videos, quite a good base, and then the rest just kind of sit behind.
Yeah.
And they live off that following, you know?
Like when people ask me, oh, how many listens do you get? I don't like telling them because that does not reflect our impact.
Yeah.
As cocky as it sounds, it just doesn't. Like the numbers are good. They're not amazing. But like when people say, oh, how many listens? That's the first thing they say. The first thing they say when I go to pod, oh, how many listeners do you get? But it's like, no, it's not the listeners. It's not the listeners, bro. It's the
whole
impact.
package.
It's the whole package, yeah.
Everything.
It's
I think the most
TV,
beautiful
cunt.
thing about the pod is that we're affecting everyone, you know?
Every
in
level.
terms of, yeah. And I think that's probably the most beautiful thing
what
about it.
What about the story we got told on our last episode? We sent a video to them. I've forgotten the name. Is it Oscar? There's a 10-year-old boy that goes to bed with us on the TV.
Yeah, poor parents.
He's sleeping
yeah,
with
that's right,
us in
yeah.
the background.
That's right. Yeah, that's
So
funny.
shout out that kid. Thank you
Shout
for the
out
love, bro.
Oscar.
That was
He's
yeah,
He's going
I
to
think it
bed
was
doing
Oscar,
Cole
wasn't it?
Palmer's tonight.
Hey, man, shout out those WOG tradies who pulled up next to me, slammed on the brakes in their ute, rolled down the windows, sooner than fucking burn it, and then drove off. I was like, that's just made my day.
Love that shit.
But
that's mad.
Gav's right. Our aim is to cover every level. So obviously the A-League's on now, it's the main thing. But man, once that winter freeze hits, it's back at State League, it's back at NPL. Like, you know, the A-League players are going to be on their Bali trips because there's no relegation. So, you know. But are we speaking about the email we received?
Do we have? Oh, this is gonna be a long pod, huh? If that was our intro,
Nah, bro, look, we don't have to
how
cover
long
it.
are we in?
45 minutes, something?
Wow.
Huh? 48.
that's a good intro.
To be fair,
that's a threat. We're going Rogan, bro.
to be fair, like we don't have to touch on everything. This felt good. This
Yeah.
This is fucking harmonizing. bro.
Therapy,
This is harmonizing,
man.
brother.
I see this pod as therapy,
yeah.
boys.
you know, everyone's starting a new year. Maybe just getting our thoughts out there or whatever. But
Yeah, happy New Year to everyone too, man.
Oh yeah, that. Like and comment and subscribe.
Can I ask you guys this seriously, right? Because
hate New Year.
It's a school of thought. And just staying on this topic of targets and stuff. I truly think that it's very hard to hit a target that you don't specify.
I hate Gary V. Yeah,
What?
yeah, I agree with you. You have to, because if you say something like,
Gary, what are you talking?
Gary V, bro.
I know.
just-
I'm sorry. I know who he is. Why did you say that?
oh, we're getting businessy here, but
Yeah.
I know what you mean. If you just say more followers, it's like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
I need 10,532
By this day.
by this date.
Yeah.
Like 50% being women, 50% being men in this country. Like, yeah, the more you specify it, the more tunnel vision you have.
So then why don't you like having targets? Because I know you said don't tell me what your target is.
The
Why?
target. What's the target's like a purpose point. It's the steps. Is the most
So
important.
okay,
right?
exactly right. So I did the other day, 3 weeks ago, when I knew my job's finished. Blah blah blah. I go, okay, this is where I want to get to in 6 months, 8 months, 10, 12 months, whatever. And then I go, okay, how much does that average across by a month, by a week, by a day?
But don't.
And that's my target for a week. And that's how I did it with the followers, because I knew that I needed to get X amount per week to get there by
but
the
what
end
about
of
your
the year.
smirt?
That's what I'm saying. So, for example, I go 100,000 followers by 31st of December.
That's unrealistic.
It's unrealistic. Let's say there's 10 months left. That's 10,000 followers per month that I need to get. That's whatever, 2,500 followers per week that I need to get. So then I can look at my metrics on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I can see how many followers I have that week. Okay, I've got 1,000 this week. That means I need to get, now next week, I need to get 4,000 to meet the mark of 2,500
numerical.
per week.
I think to answer your question on why I don't like statistical goals per se is because I know that I'm quite my work ethic isn't the greatest. So it's more just general for me in terms of like I don't know. You know how I am, man. I always got to be different. I can't just set a goal on a fucking whiteboard like everyone else. For some reason, that just doesn't sit right with me.
But the point is, bro, people don't do that. I would say the normal person says, "Oh, I want to have a successful podcast," and then shoots podcasts and doesn't have any idea about whether we're on track, whether we're not on track.
So you're saying he should have more goals because that is different?
Because I think the goal holds you accountable. If you say now, and this is very cliche, I know it is, but if you say right now, I want 20,000 followers by the end of 2025, then you start writing out what you need to do per month, and you know that that's your target. You know then if you're not hitting your target, you know that, okay, am I just a talker, or do I want what I said that I want? And that holds you accountable. You said, I'm going to avoid challenges and I'm not going to hold myself accountable and I've got a bad work ethic. Do you not think the goal holds you accountable to that?
Bro,
makes it easier to be motivated.
It does. But then, like, for instance, if I say I want 20,000 by the end of the year and I'm busting my ass and it's not working, it's like I haven't researched his goal very well, haven't I? Because this isn't...
But that's what I mean. It's not about, like, so you have the goal, but it's like you've got to come back to the plan of how you're going to hit it. And then if you follow the plan, then it doesn't really matter if you hit it or not.
I feel like
because you're probably going to, you might go past it, you might fall just short, but you're definitely going to be further than you were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
I feel like what always happens is you have like your set plan and 9 out of 10, you always go above and beyond. And
you reckon?
100%.
I think the other way.
Really?
Yeah, I think
See,
the other
for
way,
me, I always seem to like over succeed in whatever I want to do just because of worth ethic. Worth ethic. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even last year, right? I wanted to make...
He's going to really struggle with Chinese.
Like even last year, right? I wanted to make a certain amount. And then I fucked my knee, which blew me out. Where Thunder sorted me out pretty well while they could, right? But
Do
then,
we want to believe that?
But then, like...
indicting himself into their
But then, like...
No. They reimburse him for his injury.
Yeah. Thunder actually looked after me very well.
Bro, no, you know what? We said this before. I got a glimpse of it when we were in Sydney. We spoke about it. Every minute of every day he salvages, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like you are
frugal.
Like he even salvaged the free stuff in the hotel
Let
rooms.
me ask you like this, right? Let's say,
But then like it changed my way of coaching or like how many days I needed to do. Then
you had the target.
Of course,
Right?
right? And then I sort of overexceeded, even with like the footvolley, and went from nothing to like started charging, and then it started growing even more.
Yeah.
Or even with suited and all the other stuff. You know what I mean?
Because I would argue that if he doesn't have the target and he kind of just says, I want to make good money this year, and then he gets the knee injury, he would justify in his head that, knee injury, I probably can't make that great money.
Yeah.
So, but because he had the target, I would say then he thinks about
Other ways.
what ways can I still hit it with. Even
well,
with this
I think
hurdle,
last year was the first year I ever realised I don't actually need to play football, and I can make money that doesn't have to deal with me playing football, which
That's
was so
crazy,
interesting
actually.
because I'd always thought, okay, I know I can make a certain amount of money, which is going to cover my ass for all the other stuff, right? Where last year was like, got shot in the foot by 7 weeks in, and then I had to make money elsewhere, you know?
Yeah, that's
and it's crazy how things fall into place where you wouldn't even think about it.
That's the funny part, because I didn't have this illustrious plan to start Suited and Booted. It happened in 2 weeks. Like some things happen on the fly, but then I fully get what you're saying with...
But then I think...
You hold yourself accountable if you have actual, like... Really, unfortunately, I hate numbers, but you have to work off numbers. Because if you just say, I'm going to get fit, it's like, what the fuck does that mean? But if you say, I want to be this kilo, I want to take this amount of roids, like, that's what it would be.
Well, I think what's crazy, right, about the pod, of course, the turnaround was so small, but then the effort we put in was what created the movement.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Just on that, I know a guy that's taking clenbuterol, but he's not working out. So he just walks around everywhere.
Have a heart attack, bro.
Yeah, he's just sweating.
I shouldn't
constantly.
say that. Sorry,
bro.
man.
You boys all good, man. Come on, bro.
Hey, you boys all good.
Hey, by the way, I have been in change rooms. I've seen this with my own eyes.
Injectables?
No.
Oh.
Jesus.
No, nothing illegal, But people taking supplementation and things to
Viagra.
shred weight for skin folds out of fear of skin folds.
Like
Isn't that
what?
fucked?
Like
What
illegal.
supplementations?
I wouldn't be illegal. I would definitely not performance
At the top?
enhancing. Yeah.
Ashwagandha tea, like, or Ozempic?
Like, I'm talking stuff that you just humanly you shouldn't be taking.
That's Tony.
I don't know if
that's
it's
Tony
like,
Popovich players, bro.
I don't know if it definitely probably is not like,
So it's not for human consumption, you're saying?
yeah, probably.
For
not.
horse consumption.
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
Come on.
No, I swear to God, I actually don't know what it was, but I remember the people saying, yeah, it just raises your heart rate, and you know,
Oh,
it's pretty fucked though because you can feel your heart rate
Do you
going.
know-
I'm like,
Bro, do you know
guys.
when I was at the AIS and some boys went on to do this in the early stages of their A-League career? They used to take a no-dose
What?
before they'd play.
yeah,
Really?
A no-dose it's like a
Yeah, I know what it is. It's like,
Caffeine.
it's got caffeine and shit in it.
yeah, it's like your heart rate's already going to go through the roof.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then you're walking out there, you're like, good luck, mate. Good luck, mate. Yeah, you go, bro. Go well, mate. You know?
Yeah. So,
Sorry,
Rash, were
just
they
on-
injecting that in their ass or like?
No.
Oh, it's like
I
a
can't
pill?
remember how they consume it.
I want to know because
Sorry,
other
I've
body
segued
parts,
off
bro.
and I
No,
can't
no,
give
no,
any
no, no.
Imagine your
details, obviously. I
teammate,
don't-
just you and Doggy, and just give me a quick wink, up down.
rightio. No, I say that because someone messaged us a while ago saying, "Do we know of any?" Like he said, "I know of NPL players taking performance-enhancing drugs and stuff like that." I wanted to know what exactly they were.
Yeah, I want to be clear. This is not performance enhancing. This was basically trying to lose weight so that their skin folds would be correct when they do the skin fold test.
That potentially,
Completely irrelevant to actually performing on the
Oh,
pole.
but
right.
like losing weight could help
for the
performance.
tip,
So
What about this one? I've got a good one. My I won't say, but it's a friend of my dad's.
here we go.
He used to, when they did the piss test, he would go to the toilet, get someone else to piss in his cup, and then take back the other one.
Oh
So he
yeah,
didn't get
people
that.
do that all the
Mate,
time.
mate.
Yeah.
It's been happening in Russia for
But
years.
just back on your, I exceed higher than. If you said, I want to play for Melbourne Victory, do you think then you would play for Manchester United?
Depends, like time of day. Like obviously right now.
Like he
No.
could if he
Not
wanted
like right
to.
now.
So
Not
like
like right
2
now.
p.m.
No,
But then, but then
Yeah.
this is good because I think even in my career, when I first went to River, I only thought I was going to be there for my 3-month trial, and then I ended up being there for six years. You know, and a lot of my football career has been like that. You know,
But everyone's got their. I think everyone's personality sort of ties into how they achieve
That's right.
their goals. Like,
that's
because
correct.
that's so Gavin. That's so Gavin.
But
thought
I-
he was going to be 3 months, spent 8 years.
I agree that with his approach to football was why, because you would have just worried about the daily tasks, the daily aspects,
Yes.
which is more benefit in football sense.
Yes,
it's
agreed.
almost better to just worry about the daily shit than the end goal because we're obviously
and I
we're
think-
talking different
I
kind
think
of speeds of.
one of the
Yes.
one of the best books I ever read was The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, and he was all about talking about personal pressure. So like,
Yes.
I remember one year it was in the book, and it would be like, all right, tell Jake I'm going to score today, and I swear to God, I would be in the change room and I'd be like, boys, I'm going to score today.
Yeah.
I'm going to score, and they'd be like, "Oh, yeah, all right, yeah, all right,"
And you
and
score.
I just kept scoring,
Yeah.
kept scoring.
I reckon there's something
and
to
there's
that
something
too.
with that, yeah. That's like if you put that pressure out into the world and people know about it, it's almost like that's your bet on yourself, saying, "No, I got to do it now."
Didn't fucking work for
You
me.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right, though. There is an element in football of like you could place too much pressure on yourself, and then you can't relax enough
Yeah,
to let
Balance,
stuff
bro.
flow. Obviously, that's true, but I think especially in something like podcasting or
I agree.
business or stuff like that, it's a bit different. Where if you're putting a lot of pressure on yourself, I think you're probably going to continue to move upwards.
Yeah.
I
Last-
don't see a threshold too much to that.
Last point on this.
We haven't even spoke about football.
Well, we have, but we haven't in a roundabout way. For me personally, slow and steady has been the way for my whole life. Everything that I've done in life has been quote unquote late by society's standards. Right? Kissed my first girl when I was 19. Late as fuck. I think I first got drunk when I was 21. Late. Got my license when I was 21. Never had a 9 to 5. Everything has been sort of slow and steady, like a chip away. People don't know, like some suited and booted listeners don't know. I had an old podcast. I did like 120 eps, 130 eps or something. Like, and I had to cut that off because I didn't see. But then that sort of trained me for this. Like when we started, I was the one that knew about how podcasts work. So like slow and steady, little lessons along the way. I've never been the drastic changer. I won't drop 20 kilos in fucking a couple months. That won't happen. For me, it's always been just chip away slowly. That's just how I am.
You'll hit a point in your life where that'll shift.
Oh yeah, the things happen. Things change.
You'll want to do something.
Yeah, of course.
Usually when like the darkness or like deep despair or disappointment is when the drastic change and the curve changes.
Oh fuck.
Well, no, but for some people, like for people to get motivated and to drive purpose, I'm very much like that too.
Yeah.
You know, the valley of despair and then on the other side of that is like best moments of your life.
I think that's the perfect example too, right? When I done my knee,
Rock bottom.
I lost all my income straight away because I also lost my lost my gym job with you.
But to be fair, they asked for you back.
Right.
So
Isn't that funny?
Which
that
is-
I got Gavin a job
Hey,
at
which
my
is
gym?
crazy.
And he got
because-
sacked.
And then he got sacked.
So the
then they
day,
asked for him back.
yeah, the day I got my knee was my day. Like a week later, I got settlement for my house. So like,
Yeah,
I
well.
knew I needed to get money, and I just got 2 jobs sacked, which is so crazy.
Isn't it funny how this is lame, but whatever. Isn't it funny how you look back on the year and you think of all the bad shit that happened, but you forget the good shit? Gav, you got in a great relationship this year. You got your house.
That's why you're learning Mandarin, by the way. Yeah,
Like
That's
like
love, huh?
I was there.
Isn't she learning Spanish?
Spanish, yeah.
And then this guy, babe, me and you, we're there last 2
Well,
minutes
I think
standing.
that's the
'Cause
craziest thing.
Rashid's speaking German.
Anyway,
Oh, we cut back in.
all right.
What else were we talking about in this pod?
Should we start talking about something what we
Soccer?
planned? Football, soccer.
This weekend in the A-League, let's talk about that. Shout out Jordan Lawton from Western United. That is surely goal of the season.
Is that Pulgas?
Actually,
Is it?
it's
Pulgas?
second best
Pulgas?
goal of the season. Piols is the best.
I'm going to be honest,
I don't
man.
think
I
so.
don't actually like a bicycle. I think...
What do you mean you don't
No,
like a
bro,
bicycle,
it's
bro?
like-
Right.
Man, a bicycle is an accidental connection with a ball.
Is
where
it?
you've thrown your leg in the air and you get lucky, you connect it.
No.
I think we just go, as football fans and people, we
But
just
that
go,
makes the goal.
bicycle, that's an amazing goal. All right, it's a bit different.
a
But,
rash
bro,
take.
40-yard strike where you hit it clean is so much more impressive to me than a fucking bicycle. Or Messi dribbling 12 people and then like passing it in the bottom corner is so much more difficult than accidentally throwing your leg in the air, accidentally connecting it.
There's only been a
And
couple
going-
like 30, 40-yard goals in the season, though. So
But I'm saying, like, we always go, oh, it's the best goal ever. But there's
Wow,
probably a
the-
goal
the-
that's
the-
not that. It's
the
like
situation of the
dribbling,
game, bro.
Pass.
Bro, let's give the kid his flowers here.
Yeah, fair
He's a young kid. He scored the winner.
It's more general.
But
It's not
I
about
didn't.
him.
Yeah, shout out Jordan Loughton. What a goal, Western
done.
United.
Well
and
done, man.
he
Look,
actually,
it's
I'll
great.
give him credit as well. The week before against Sydney, he's the one that set up the match winner to Royce, whatever his name is, the
Western
striker.
United are doing all right.
And he played a beautiful through ball. So he's definitely
Shout out to
talent,
youngsters,
man.
yeah. Same with
talent and a
my
half.
who
you got
did
a
I
red
mention?
card as well for the celebration, I believe.
That's great.
that's
That's
easy.
even better.
Straight red.
No, well, it might have been a
Must be
second yellow.
Hey, have you seen the Diego Forlan when he takes his top off? He can't get his top back on, and I
Yeah.
think that's where the yellow card rule came in.
Well, yeah, and
Oh,
Ferguson fucking lost it at him. Yeah, these Nike.
Have you
We had
seen-
these inside-out tops that, and he had a howler, and he couldn't score, and he finally scored. So he took his top off, and he couldn't get it back on, and we were 10 men for like 8
But
minutes.
was Loughton already with the yellow?
He
Must have been.
Yeah, he must have
Because you
been.
don't get a straight red for taking the top off. What else? Good game between. Mutta's been playing.
Yeah.
That was great.
Should we just let that linger for a little bit?
Yeah, everyone just be silent for 5 seconds. Ready, set, go. Yeah, so Mutta's been playing.
Good.
And he scored a really nice goal, and then all of his ex-Man United teammates were sharing.
Have
it.
they haven't been winning?
No, that's a thing. They had a decent game against Victory.
Yes.
Look, I didn't watch the whole game, but yeah, he was decent in spells.
I wonder what he's done in training to justify playing.
I know that. Well, I know the
he
week
just rocked up with a gun.
the week before he started. I'm pretty sure Stajic got sent off too.
Did he?
Yeah, in Adelaide.
You know what's funny? We said all of that shit, and Sydney FC are below Western Sydney, I believe.
They're a mystery, man. They're a bit of a mystery at the
They
minute.
smoked Victory, though. That was a horrible game. What the hell was going on there?
They're just inconsistent. But I don't know, man. Something about me still thinks they're going to, like...
Joe Lolly is he's hard, man. He's good.
Yeah.
He's a good player.
Oh, my God. He's too good. I heard Jason Gary is off to Japan.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we can talk about that.
This was on Twitter.
It was on freaking Channel 9 News, bro.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, he's gone.
This was on Twitter.
Yeah, I think he's gone.
He's gone, bro.
Cool. So everyone's just leaving.
And that's great, mate.
And he deserves it.
100%.
Even all the Victory fans were saying, like, you know what? He's a warrior for us. He's done it all. He deserves it. Yeah. What else can he really do for Victory?
How old is he now?
31.
Oh, that's quality, huh?
But he's probably as fit as like a 20-year-old.
You know, like, if you look at Sydney FC's last, say, 4 games, they had a 4-3 loss to Western United. They had a 3-3 draw with Adelaide. Then they beat Victory 3-0, and then they drew with Newcastle 2-2.
They're leaking goals.
So they're in, like, these big games, which is not always such a good thing. Like, they need to start winning, like, 1-0.
Shout out Newcastle.
Shout out
Knew it.
Newcastle.
That was...
I don't know how they're doing it, but they're just sort of like...
Well, bro,
I still speak to all the fans.
their
now.
first... Apparently, their goal their first goal was the first goal they've scored all year at home.
Eli Adams, wasn't it?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Good player, Eli Adams, as well.
What else has happened in the A-League? Oh, Jake, man, should we bring up this email?
Can I just ask how many more games of the A-League is there?
17 or
Because
16.
Origin called me today for my bills, and they said you can get Wi-Fi at your house, and I just said I just hotspot at the moment because I'm not really at home, and they offered me Paramount. So I'm not convinced, but I'm there because I've been trying to watch the games, and I've got to get Paramount.
Yeah, we've got to talk about this email, but before, maybe just to before we go into the broader A-League, did everyone saw the news of Amini with Perth?
Mustafa Amini. Now, Jake, I'll let you run the ball on this one.
Well, we don't have a great deal of information. We just know that the contract's been ripped up.
Mustafa Amini has
mid-contract.
Mid-contract, Mustafa Amini has had his contract ripped up, and he's not happy about it.
Well, yeah.
Obviously.
Well, yeah, so it's unlawful in a sense because, it's clearly must be unlawful because the PFA have their lawyers involved on behalf of Amini. So they're like, there's an open case. For the reasons exactly why, it's not very clear. I mean, his injury, he's been injured while he hasn't played. I did speak with Musti. Like, Musti's a very close friend of mine. We grew up together. Could go on about him for days as a footballer and some of the stories we have together. But he's like, bro, I wish I could tell you, but I can't. So, because the lawyers are involved. But it definitely feels like something wrong has happened with Perth. And also, they've, like, mutually terminated a couple of local players in the last, like, month.
That's all I see right now.
There's a strange management sequence going on there.
Well, obviously, if the PFA is involved, my assumption would be that it's a situation. Musti wouldn't go to the PFA unless there's wrongdoing on the behalf of the clubs. And we've spoken about it before. The clubs do this. You know, they ostracise a player and either they do something that's completely unlawful like that, like rip up a contract, or they, essentially torture you until you leave on your own accord, which sounds like it's been the first.
Yeah, I can say he's definitely upset and, like, angered by the situation for sure.
It's a hard time to have it happen in your career as well.
He was also captain last year.
Yeah.
So, like, he's had some injuries, and it feels like to me he just, like, hasn't been able to get back on the park, so they've just ripped up the contract. That's what it feels like.
It's rough.
Yeah, so I mean, Perth, like, so much shit's going on there, isn't it?
Perth and Brisbane, man. Brisbane, I see people killing the Brisbane owners and stuff. I don't know. I don't know. The league's in a bit of a weird position. There's some positives, but then there's also these weird, like, almost failing football clubs.
Yeah, I'd love to know where the decision comes from because the people involved with Perth have been, like, former players in the A-League, former Socceroos. They've been a part of the PFA.
You're talking about who? Coaches? Or are you talking
coaches and also all the administrators also have, like, been managing the club for a period of time now as well.
Fucking weird, bro.
So, like, they know the do's and don'ts.
Knowing the do's and don'ts, though, and willing to, or trying to bully your agenda onto the situation is two different things.
Yeah,
I feel like.
I mean, Shout out Musti. I think we'll get Musti on the pod. Like, so much to talk about that guy, man. Got signed for Borussia Dortmund.
Yeah,
Played in a grand final at the age of like 19 as a number 10.
Shout out Musti Amini.
You know, super player.
Now, just some light A-League stuff. I found this thread on Twitter, on X, about funny random A-League moments that people have just forgotten about. I want to shout out JFCX. He is the guy or girl that has written them, and he's got a chicken, I think, as his DP. Hello, the A-League is a wonderful tyre fire that produces endless moments of meme energy. Here are some random moments over the years. Season 1 highlights. David Zdrulich misses a match for Sydney after impaling himself with a pole at training. Queensland Raw sign a Korean international only for the contract to be annulled after discovering the player does actually not exist. The FFA blocked the Jets from signing Stan Collymore as a marquee because he hadn't played a game in 4 years. Dwight Yorke is kicked out of a nightclub in Sydney with his colleagues. When reporting the incident, the Daily Telegraph incorrectly labels teammates David Checkerley as his bodyguard. Damien Morey is substituted.
Ivan Checkerley.
Is it?
Ivan Checkerley.
Oh, it says a David Checkerley.
Pretty sure Ivan Checkerley was the player that back in Sydney then.
Damien Morey is substituted without entering the field of play, as Perth staff are unable to remove his wedding ring. Sydney FC signed Alex Salazar, son of US marathon runner Alberto Salazar. He made no A-League appearances, but would later make news when his father used him as a testing subject to discover the minimum amount of illegal substances that could be taken without being detected. Bro, the A-League is hilarious, dude. What are some of these moments?
So I'm pretty sure I was involved in something like this as well, where I was at a club. It might have been Gold Coast or Adelaide, and we signed a player that wasn't real. And you just brought that situation. That's
What do you
bringing back.
mean
I reckon
not
someone
real?
who's listening now. I'm reckon someone who's listening now.
AI.
I'm gonna find it.
Jake, while you find that, Football Australia...
It was Alvin Checkerley, not Ivan. Sorry, Alvin Checkerley. Apologies, Alvin. Yeah.
Football Australia owns a lot of interesting IPs. Some include Darawah Bulls, Gardner Cup, Ruball, Sydney West FC, Sporting Melbourne FC, Melbourne Revolution, Melburnians, and the F League. Danny Vukovic is sent off for slapping referee Mark Schultz's hand in the 2008 Grand Final. What else? With the release of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies, Wellington's shirt sponsor would be one of the movie franchises for 1 week. The film grossed... Oh, that's not that interesting. Kerem Bullitt is charged with intimidation at a Southwest Sydney McDonald's after staff forgot his chicken nuggets. Do you remember Kerem Bullitt?
Yeah. Yep, I remember. This must be...
He's in jail.
Is he?
Yeah. Kerem's misspelt
Really?
"Life's a Gamble" tattoo has since been covered up. He's a
boy. Man. He's my brother. He's a good guy.
Can you fact check that he's in prison right now?
Well, it said he is currently serving a custodial sentence at Silverwater Correctional Centre.
Wow.
John Bon Jovi pictured here rocking out in a Melbourne Heart jersey.
Hey, so this is July 26, 2012. I remember it now. We signed at Adelaide, John Cosmina. We signed a play. This is the title of the Sydney Morning Herald. Reds face DJ Dupes Adelaide with fictional playing career. With a CV that included clubs such as Ajax, River Plate and Valencia, Dexter Rosales, that was the name.
Dexter
Sounded
Rosales.
too good to be true for Adelaide United. Born and raised in Miami, who's said to be an American underage international. He had a Twitter account and a Wikipedia page. He appeared to have a story written about him by an esteemed wire service, Associated Press, quoting Ajax manager Frank de Boer. There was a photo of his Ajax playing card where he was described as a master of the wing. It was heady stuff. According to the AP story in January, Rosales had an unhappy time at Ajax and wanted a fresh start. So an agent got in touch with John Cosmina over this, gave him the lead.
It was for it.
And pretty much they asked Cosy if this guy could try his luck in the A-League. So Cosy was going to bring him out on trial. Their pedigree is good, and we've got to the cast nets far and wide, so they'll come here and try and we'll have a look at him. Cosmina said, Adelaide football director added, Rosales has been recommended to us. He's paying his own way. It seemed to be going well until contact with The agent dried up last week, Adelaide, and this other guy realised something was wrong. They dug deeper and discovered Rosales did not exist.
Dexter Rosales
Shout out
is my
Johnny
favourite.
Cultivating.
I never forget.
What year is that?
2012 when I was there. So I never forget, we came into training and, bro, one of the best weeks of banter of football I've ever experienced in my life was like that whole week. Can you imagine?
Rosales.
Can you imagine?
When's he coming?
Bro, this is so like
A master of the
let
wing.
me just reiterate this to paint
never
this as a
played with a
picture.
Dexter in my
so,
life
so
either.
people can understand. Like, as I've spoken about this before, it came from some great coaches. Then I go and have Miron, Cozzy, like great guy, but have him as a coach. Within my first like few months, the guy's trying to sign a player that doesn't exist.
That's insane.
That's
I love
crazy,
it.
bro.
Hey,
Imagine
like tuck in, man. Yeah, you're gonna start like you lose a bit of fire in the gaffer
Yeah,
when
but
they're
he's
signing.
also that's an older generation. The technology knowledge
this
is
is
not.
the football director from Melbourne City. So Michael Petrillo tried to.
bro.
Shout
fact
out
that-
Michael Petrillo.
The fact that someone's put in so much effort to make a fake profile, probably to get a contract over the line.
Bro, he
to
had a
get
trial
money
with an
is
A-League club.
crazy.
He
He's
had
crazy.
a trial. He was going to come
The
with
fact
Fabio
that he
Ferreira.
probably
Dexter
milked
Rosales.
other clubs.
I
He's
want,
got to be in our fake football team.
I want a doco on him.
Dexter Rosales and Casero.
Bro, that's class.
I want a
The
Nick.
two fullbacks,
Oi, you know those
masters of the wing.
You know those Netflix docos where they have someone sit down on a couch and they'll be like, Dexter, why'd you do it? And he just goes, well, where do I begin? And then it's just got a montage of like, oh, you know, I faked this, I faked that.
What's it called?
Yeah.
Like, don't kill cats or something?
Yeah,
Tinder
exactly.
swindler.
Oh,
And
that's
what's
a-
the other one?
that's a
What's
scary
the
fucking
Tinder
shit.
Swiffler?
Tinder
I
Swiffler.
haven't seen that. But just on your thing, you said A-League. You said you said A-League. You said Wellington, and you said FFA. Can I read some stuff out?
Okay.
Okay.
Kwame Yeboah retires from football to pursue a career in modelling.
Is that true, Rashid?
You know what I did today? I did the Tony
That's
Yeboah.
not true.
That's
Rashid
not
knows.
true, which is funny.
Oi,
That
Rash.
makes it even funnier.
So that, now we've got to fact check some of these.
I did the Tony Yeboah today.
Tony Yeboah.
Yeah.
What's that?
Your friend.
His name's
Kwame.
Kwame.
Yeah, I just took the piss. Anyway,
Oh.
it just sounded better as Tony.
Tony Yeboah is an actual footballer.
You know when we were... yeah, exactly.
Oh my
What a
God.
player.
Remember how I was saying feng shui before?
Mm-hmm.
In a bid to fix Queensland Raw's goal-scoring woes, Miron Bleiberg would hire an expert to fix the locker room's feng shui. It did not fix the issue. As Miron famously said, Miron win, Miron lose, but tomorrow Miron still drive a Mercedes.
Fucking.
That is hard, bro. Can we get him on, bro?
Maybe the best quote ever.
He's Jose Mourinho in like he's young. He's Pep Mourinho,
Oh, mate, couldn't coach.
Jose's younger brother.
Remember Franz Stracker?
Yeah, we spoke about this the other week. Bro. He's a legend.
Oh my God.
Franz Stracker, bro.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, listen to this one.
Go,
right?
Rashi.
So you know, I put that little post up yesterday talking about funny stories. So got one here. Have you heard about the sushi Wellington South Melbourne sushi story?
No.
Okay.
Wellington had a run-in in South Melbourne.
Listen to this. During the cup match, Wellington insisted that they be served sushi for after the game at South's ground, as per the rule that you need to provide food for the away team.
Was that this year? This
Yeah.
year? Well,
Recently.
last year, but yeah.
South offered them food from their social room, gyros, etc., etc. All the Wellington staff and players hot shitting walked to their team bus and ordered sushi to eat at the bus. Didn't even go inside after the game. The only players to do so were Barbarousis and Rojas, who went in for a feed while coaches and players stayed on the team bus eating sushi.
I told you I don't like the Knicks. What? Bro,
That is so bad by them.
And they
and
lost.
the only cunt that goes in there is the Greek.
yeah,
and
they
Rojas.
lost too.
Bro,
I went to the game.
Hey, you go to the Australia Cup, bro. You got to go and indulge. You know.
Who the... Wait, stop. Stop.
Sushi,
I'm
bro.
angry. I'm angry, Jake.
Team Auckland, huh?
Where the fuck is our sushi?
First of all...
Sorry, say it in your New Zealand accent.
Yeah, where the fuck is our sushi? Avocado roll and tuna.
Solid.
I don't want this shit Greek food. I want my fucking sushi.
Hey.
My spicy prawn fucking maki. Why you maki? Listen, you idiots.
Bro, the Yiddle's mad there.
Why the fuck would you turn down a Greek platter at South Melbourne? What is wrong with you? The only one that had some sense to go in there, Barbarousis being Greek.
How do you know that's true, by the way? Is that actually a fucking...
Sources.
Apparently, it's a pretty famous story right now.
What a stinking move, bro.
Like it's a common story
God, the
that everyone
Knicks
knows about.
stink.
The Knicks.
The Knicks.
I'm
Sushi.
sorry, man.
Hey.
I have no affiliation.
Yeah,
to that
I'm the boss. I'm the boss here.
Bro,
Hey.
they wanted sushi at South Melbourne.
Post game.
Can I give you another story that's come through similar sources?
Decades.
That we can't name.
You know, last week, the FDC thing that I talked about. For
Yeah.
those that weren't listening, FDC, Football Development Committee or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Emerging Socceroos.
Which is someone that's helping the Football Australia design curriculum for juniors and stuff, right? Had the idea of changing rules and promoting ways of playing, like playing out from the back, winning duels, blah, 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 by creating a different scoring system for football. So that got put into a Facebook group, which then got some replies, and they said that this has been done before in Summer League. Did you guys know this? Back in 2011, 2012, and it didn't work. Listen to the rules,
really?
right? Listen to the rules. This is 2011,
What a
2012,
shock.
right?
I would have been involved.
So that...
The fuck was Summer League?
So they have a scoring never, sometimes, often, and always, right? And the metrics are: width is provided in attack to stretch the opposition back four. Never, sometimes, often, always. You can get a point of 0, 2, 3, or 4.
Shit.
The team attempts to play out from the back with good positioning of the back four and goalkeeper. What does good positioning mean? Midfielders, the next one, midfielders take up good supporting positions to help build the attack. Next one, the team takes up good positions, left, right, middle, far, when they are in possession of the ball and attempt to keep possession. So these all sound very similar to each other, first of all. Next one, attempt to win the ball back as a team as soon as they lose it. And you get a total score out of 20 for all these other metrics. Obviously, part of the scoring system for
That's
what
work.
the actual team score is.
Do you know
Isn't
what's
that crazy?
what's challenging with that? I actually saw a lot of people comment on our post about this, talking about like who scores it, like who does that.
So this is what they were saying. They were saying Football Victoria was scoring it, and sometimes they just wouldn't rock up to games. So then they were like, "Well, what are we going to do now?"
But also, like, think
Wait,
about,
do we have to go back to scoring goals?
different coaches might have different different
Views,
perspectives.
yeah. That's
exactly
And
right.
then like they might score the game differently for
Exactly.
the same
So
action.
subjective.
So it's
What's like some teams want to play through the middle. What do you mean stretch?
like imagine Ruben Amorim scoring versus Pep or like Maresca. It might be different.
Well, isn't this interesting? Do you know that at Nunawading, they actually use a different scoring system for their juniors? So they actually don't care about goals at all. They care about, I think it's this could be wrong, but it's something like pass completions or pass.
So
the number of
guaranteed
passes
the
they
next
can
Mark
get.
Viduka is not coming out of there then.
Something like that. The number of consecutive passes they can get. So they could lose 7-0, but they got to pass.
The craziest thing
succession
is
of
that
40.
So
and
if they find a guy in the middle on the turn who can see a through ball for a striker to go straight through on
Pass,
goal,
no, pass.
just fucking go
That's
sideways.
crazy.
back pass,
the fact that
Yeah, man.
you're in on goal. Opportunity right in front. 1-0 down.
Yeah. Don't
Pass
pass.
it back,
Don't
cut it
pass
back,
forward.
yep.
Don't pass forward.
Don't you dare fucking score!
Yeah.
Find your winger.
Stay square and play back. Yeah. Get the numbers up.
Don't you dare fucking score.
the
Get the
fact
numbers
that we
up.
haven't
Dexter
got football
Rosales,
right
talk
yet,
in.
and we've still got all these ideas is crazy.
There's no,
The
it's
fuck is guy said or doing shooting?
I told him, find Rosales' feet.
Rosales. Last one on this. The Pornhub couple that posted content wearing Sydney FC merch will not be posting links. Fine Christ, you heathens.
Hey, what?
I'll find the video. I'll find it.
Wow.
What did
So
we
a couple of
I didn't even know
couple of
that
the Cove.
Yeah.
You know what? I
Did you
like
know-
that I'm in a place in my life that I don't know that even happened.
I didn't know that.
Oi.
That's me cultivating peace, man. I don't know that happened.
That is.
But is this? That's not new news, right? That's old.
Yeah,
news.
these are all old. I didn't know Joel Griffiths got 6 months suspension for sack whacking the linesman.
What do you mean, teabagging?
No, like sack tap.
Oh, I do remember that.
6 months.
What did he just say?
Teabag. We know what that means.
Like, all right, 6 months for teabag,
6 months for
but then a little slap.
teabagging.
Little slap should be just be 6 weeks.
What do you mean it's not offside?
Imagine
Fox
that.
Sports
Jumping
He's
over the-
teabagged the linesman.
He did-
I got 6 months. Can you put him?
Have you seen that video? Of,
Gav's trying to like add on it.
He's pulled his shorts and his skins to the side and just gone, fuck off, man.
I'd give that
It was
6.
never offside.
It was never offside. Watch the fucking game.
These balls are offside.
Gavin. Oh, Gavin. Oh,
Was the
I
ref?
do remember that. Do you know what's another one that...
What about you boys might know when KK did the little finger up the bum and got done in the
Yeah,
NPL?
I heard about that one. But that was his mate, huh? He was doing that to his mate.
yeah.
Oh,
Chris Kiosis was fingering his mate at a corner.
No, not Chris Giosis. Chris...
Tomazes.
Oh, what's his
you
name?
say?
KK. I just know him as KK.
What's his last name? Freaking hell.
He's saying Tapper linesman is fucked up.
KK.
Like, just on instinct, he's just gone...
Who clocks?
No, that's not him. That's another guy.
Oh, that's another guy.
Oh, wow.
Is there any more funny ones before we move on to amateur agents? Jimmy Barnes tried to do a song with Sydney FC and it was a massive failure. There's a few funny ones in here, man. The fact that the A-League had Bunnings chairs for 10 years is pretty...
Remember when Barisha and, was it Boschart, tried to go to the car park and punch on?
Who?
Yeah, Bess was running down the tunnel. Or
He's
something
like, yeah,
that.
and then the guy's like, all right, let's go to the car park.
He's got goal.
Yeah. Like, imagine them at Allianz going out where we went through to get out. Like, they'd be out in the open where the fans are coming out, just having a punch on.
We need to start somehow a boxing version of like the Jake Paul stuff that's going on. We need to start that in Australia. Like, imagine Miron Bleiberg versus Cozzy.
No, versus Jake.
Versus
And Jake's been in the gym hitting like uppercuts.
Yeah,
And you know what Miram would say? He goes, win or lose, tomorrow I still drive Mercedes.
Yeah. But then you would say, I'd drive BMW.
Miram, what a guy. Wait, I reckon we could get him on. I've kind of smashed him on this pod.
Just a little bit.
To be honest, everything I said was honest.
But it's also
It's factual.
you're not seriously, it's just a funny laugh.
Hey, and he gave me a
seems like a funny guy.
Yeah, bro. If
like
I
a
saw him, I would have...
Last one, because this is really cool to me. What is the highest viewed A-League match of all time? What do you guys reckon it would be?
Del Piero's debut.
Okay, yep.
I think I would say the same.
What do you reckon, Gav?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you're all wrong.
Well, no, have a guess.
Second guess. Can we
Okay,
get
second guess.
Sydney FC Grand Final first season.
Okay.
Victory beating Adelaide was at 6-0.
Okay. No, you're all wrong. It would be Central Coast versus Perth on New Year's Eve 2008.
New Year's Eve.
That is because a still image from the match featured in an episode of The Office. The episode had a viewership of 8 million people. Isn't that cool?
That's got to be some like photo editing,
Bro, I
There's
don't...
no
That's a Dexter
way.
situation.
I don't know if it is, bro.
Dunder Mifflin's watching the freaking...
I'm going to go home and watch season 8 of episode 20 of The Office, and if it comes up, I will confirm.
Someone in the comments
I
fact
thought
check
you
that,
meant
please.
people in seats.
Wait, which office are we talking about?
The TV show.
The American one.
American
Dunder
one.
Mifflin, Michael Scott.
Yeah.
Michael Scott Paper Company.
Fuck, that's got to be a lie.
But you do know, though, like there is this page on Twitter or Instagram or whatever where this guy guesses matches that are playing in the backgrounds of movies and TV shows.
Right.
And they use shit that they're probably not going to get
I
sued for.
suppose, yeah, it could happen. It could happen.
Like,
It could
you
happen.
know, they're probably sitting there in America thinking, I'll just put on the A-League. No one will give a fuck.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, you're not going to put on Serie A or fucking whatever.
That's true, yeah.
You know?
2008, we were peaking, bro.
All right, let's get into some amateur agents because there's a lot. Fuck, there's so
We
many.
probably have to do the email in another episode. Huh?
Yeah, we got this crazy email and
Yeah.
Nice edit by our social media team on the amateur agents. New colorway.
yeah, cool. First question: can we get a hands up of who thinks Jerome?
You didn't
Hold
say
on.
that?
What was that? What did you guys just say?
He's talking about amateur agents. What you did?
Oh, what do you
No,
mean
he's
edit?
talking about the graphic you put up
Yeah, new graphic.
last
Oh,
night.
new graphic. Yeah, I
and he
made it-
just completely shrugged it off when he was trying to give the...
No, I thought he was talking about. So thanks, Gav. I thought he was talking about.
As part of the social media
See, this is what
management.
people mean when they say you're being rude to Gav.
No, I just misunderstood him.
Yeah.
Cactus tie. Now, can we get a hands up of who thinks Jerome paid to lose his virginity? Guys,
What?
We should do a poll on that.
I think he loves
How many
reading
has
some of
lost
this.
it?
I do. The email said to me, Jerome's got to stop doing it, but I'm never going to stop.
I know. I actually, in all honesty, I'm not putting my hand up because I don't believe that would have been the case.
I've never paid.
Yeah.
Just no.
That would be a good one, though, to find out who's lost their virginity at a brothel first time.
Alrighty. How many boots do I have to lick to make it pro? Rashid should know this answer. How many boots do I have to lick to make it pro?
Bro, that's
Rashid should know the answer. This
that's
is an
a-
inside joke.
Oh,
Has
is
to
this-
be.
No, I don't think it is. Is that an
I don't
insult?
think it is. Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
I think he's just trying to say,
dig,
like-
man, eh?
Eh?
How many people do you need to know in the business?
Oh, it's a dig. Well, if it's a dig, go fuck yourself.
Yeah, that's what it was. Next one.
Lick boots. He got what, cunt?
Yeah, haven't watched Stomp the Yard?
No, Gav, but
Titty lickers.
I'm just saying that Rash is not the guy that licked boots. They're calling Rash an industry plant.
Bro, this is-
Industry plant. What does that mean?
When someone just puts you in a position that you're not meant to be in.
Yep.
You worked hard.
Maybe there was an overall plan for me from someone else. I don't know.
They chose the wrong
Oh,
guy to do
he
that.
licked-
he fucked it
where was he
up.
licking? Where was he licking boots out at Northcote?
Yeah, out at licking.
He
What's
was
his name?
throwing haymakers in Rye, man. And
Potsy was like, "Hey, Rash, lick my boots real quick." Too many guys. The MPL juniors fees. Guess what? I hope they go higher. I'm actually sick of talking about it.
Is it on again?
Nah, bro. Why would you want it to go?
I don't know. I'm joking, but I'm sick of talking about it. Like, fix it. I don't know. It's not on us.
I don't know how we can. Maybe
Gotta
we need to
start
create
getting-
our own football club.
The kids have to start making money for themselves, like in Argentina.
What advice do you have for people heading back to work today for 20? No, that's shit.
Nah, that'd be funny. Let's get Gav's advice on that.
Okay, what advice do you have for people heading back to work this year?
Just take it easy. Find your inner peace.
Find your inner peace.
Yeah, nice.
Love the pod, lads. Apart from putting it on free to air, what would you do differently to enhance each broadcasted match? Good question, bro. Thank you. What would I do to enhance each broadcasted match? First of all, I'm not having a dig at Paramount because I know the situation because it streams from the US, but I would have a smoother stream, obviously. I would also have maybe a platform with a better interface. I don't know. That could be nitpicking.
What is there any other leagues you can watch on Paramount?
FA Cup, I think. Oh no, that's on.
That's Optus.
That's Optus. Paramount has. They've got another one. I just can't remember what it is at the moment. What would I do to put Jake on more games? That's what I would do to enhance the broadcast because everyone loves Jake on the games. What would you do to enhance the broadcast? Oh, I got it.
Go on.
I got it. This is a good point. I didn't come up with this one. Man, stop fucking putting the camera, like the way that, because it's summer and the sun and shit, the cameras are always on the empty side of the stadium. Like, and it just makes the games look bad to watch. Like, if you had actually a decently filled stand, the game would be more entertaining. Because of the sun, like all that, it's got to be on the other side. Whereas people that are sitting in the sun, they've got it in their face, so they're going to come sit on the camera side. So that's what I would.
So you'd prefer the camera facing the sun?
Yep, just so I can see fans, or not do a league in summer.
Do you know what? Actually, like probably the most successful football like broadcast. It's kind of broadcast, I guess. It's CBS, isn't it, at the moment?
They're great.
Micah Richards, Carragher, Henry,
great.
and it's her name Jess.
Maybe more characters like art. Like I feel like there's not many characters in Australian broadcast. Like a lot of them are just maybe ex-players who have something, but they're not real characters. Archie's probably the closest. You know, so maybe that would enhance the broadcast.
So less industry plants.
Yeah, your plants.
Let's bootlicking.
Just learnt that before.
Bootlicking. We're not reading that. No, sir.
Oh yeah, my God, bro.
No, sirree. I'm not getting involved in that one. I'll tell you that much. You never explain how this pod all started and how you met. I swear we
Yes,
have.
we did. About 7 times, brother.
I swear we have.
7 times.
Just to answer him quickly, I didn't know Rash or Gavin. Obviously, I used to abuse Rash, and Gavin was just a superstar kid from the area. And then I saw Gavin playing foot volley on TikTok, and I was like, hey, man, where'd you get the ball from? And he's like, oh, yeah, bro. And he's like, hey, come down, man. We're doing a tournament. Went down. Me and Gav got along. The next day we went to the beach on a date. And
That's good. Fuck, we talked for ages.
yeah, that Wednesday, fucking hell, bro.
Got sizzled, had a big soak.
Yep. And then he's like, I know Rashid Mahazi. I was like, oh, no way. I know his sister. And then I met Rash. I know Jamila. And then I met Rash, and then I was like, fuck, you boys got a lot of stories. Let's do a pod. And within 2 weeks, we started a pod. That's the short version. And then, obviously, Jakey joined. Grateful for your friendship every day. Okay.
Yeah.
Top five. That's not real.
Oh.
Top 5 Sydney NPL teams. We can't answer that at the moment.
Oh, Sydney NPL teams? I don't know.
Like,
I know Sydney, Olympic, Marconi, Blacktown used to be a powerhouse.
If you're talking about biggest, I don't know in terms of.
I actually have
top 5,
to,
like how Rash did the power ranking.
Yeah, I don't think we can do it for other states.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if we have enough
I did though,
resources.
just on this because it might be timing. The Kitman of Sydney Olympic reached out to me and was like, big fan of the show. So shout out to Paul Oliveri, who like literally sent me a whole.
Oh, I know Paul Oliveri. Yeah.
Do you?
I don't know him personally, but I've spoken to him.
I don't know if you want to read that because we've kind of already done an episode with the Kitman, but I just said, can you send me the best things about being a Kitman in your eyes? Because like we don't understand your world, but everyone loves you.
Yeah.
And he sent a whole bunch of things. But anyway, shout out to Paul. They're coming to Melbourne to play in the Greek Cup against South Melbourne soon.
Nice. Love it. What else do we have here? Another Perth guy. Love the pod, guys, but I'm a Perth fan. I'm dying over here, lads. I need a therapist.
Oh, man, yeah.
Because we're playing great football and the whole game and lose to a bicycle kick. Man, there's no therapy. Like, you just...
That's why it's called the beautiful game.
Well, it's not beautiful for Perth. It's
It's beautifully dark, man.
just gotta ride it
I don't
out.
know, yeah. We're kind of far from the club to know what's going on, but...
What are your thoughts on nicknames like Champ, Hero, and Legend? I love them.
Champ and Bud.
Pal.
What's the biggest sarcastic one? I feel like
Pal.
legend.
Hey,
If you,
pal.
no, if you say Cheers Legend, I don't mind that. Like, yeah.
Legend's okay.
Legend's okay.
Champs,
Champ is like...
a bit ridiculous.
Yeah, Champ is ridiculous.
Like, imagine if you said cheers champ to someone older than you.
Yeah.
That can't be a...
Some people
Acceptable.
don't. Some people don't like boss, but I say boss to like
Boss is the best in Asia.
kebab man,
Uber drivers.
Bad man, who's that?
kebab store owners. Like, thanks, boss.
Oh yeah.
Or like petrol station. Thanks, boss.
Petrol
Really?
station
Just
man.
those, like, why those specific...
I don't know. They're
places.
doing me a service. Thanks, boss.
Right.
But I wouldn't say it to like a
I
plumber.
always call Uber drivers boss. I didn't
yeah,
realise
thanks,
that.
boss. Yeah.
How's your day, boss?
Probably older men as well.
What about sir?
Sir.
Do you ever rip out the sirs?
No, I don't rip out the sir. We were in Australia. You know, in America, like, they call, like, if your friend, say I'm going to Rashid's house, and I don't know Rashid's, wait, do I know your mum's name? I'm going to make up a fake name anyway. Marie.
That's right.
Hello, Miss Marie. They say Miss, like, but if I see my friend's
Yes.
parents, I'm like, hey, Nico, what up?
Yellow.
So, yeah, cool. What should I do? Playing under 15s, junior NPL for a bottom 3 team. Please don't say the name. In brackets, he's put the name. I'm the best on the team. I've had some great opportunities. The opportunities aren't as often as I would like. What should I do? Move clubs mid-season or stay? Move, bro. If you think you're the best in the team, but then again, if you're the best in the team, you might stand out.
Are you going to play in the teams you move to?
That's another
Are you going
thing.
to be cohesion? You know, tough. All the things you got
Let's
to
give him
think
an
about.
answer. I would move. If you think you're good enough and you think you're going to play at another club, at a better team, move. Agree?
Agreed.
What would be the best advice for a youth baller? Man, these are very broad, but just... I got one.
Just outwork everyone.
I got one.
Go.
Don't be a fucking smart ass.
That's not what they were looking for, though.
Huh?
Where does that come from?
That's not what they were looking for.
Like a Marcus Rashford.
Do you know what my dream is? My dream is for someone to procreate with me, number one. Number two, the second dream is to have a humble son.
Your kid going to be humble?
That's what I'm saying. I've got to balance. I've got to find someone that's
In demeanor or in reality?
just like I want to have a kid who's a good player, and everyone say, like, coaches, parents, he's a beautiful boy. He's just
Okay.
Besides being amazing, like, he's got the best attitude.
That's different to being, don't be a smart ass.
It is, but you know how I go extreme with things, right? Nothing pisses me off more.
stay humble.
Rash doesn't like when his players try to nutmeg him. That's a smart ass move.
Oh, you're...
You know what? It comes a little bit full circle to the boot.
I think charming. They need to be charming.
That's very good.
Well done, Gavin.
Gavin is inside that head is some
That
serious
cranium,
wisdom.
that
Sometimes.
Bro,
It just comes out of nowhere.
It comes out of left field, bro.
Yeah. Charming is the right
That's the word.
Someone
Charming.
said we need to give Gav his own segment, and Rashid responded on the amateur agent saying that's a high risk to the business because
High risk, high reward.
We do, yeah. It could be high reward. It could be high reward. We might need to try it.
Because there's an element, like, that's why I say, do you mean in demeanor or do you mean in reality? Like, I mean, sometimes the smart ass ones there's an element of confidence. In that Argentina documentary, there's an element of like the charm that they're the Cole Palmers. They'll take the team. They'll make things happen. They've got that personality, right? Sometimes the kids that are too nice, it's a beautiful boy, is not willing to take responsibility in games and being a game changer and
Well, you look at Cole
and
Palmer,
make the
right?
difference in a game.
You've seen his
Sometimes
interviews.
I'm not saying you should be an asshole, of course, but have a personality.
Yeah,
have
I
a
think there's
personality.
a difference between maybe having a pair of balls and having and being a smart ass. Because one player that I always looked at that no one has a bad word to say about him, and he was a gun, was Kaká. So that's like a prime example.
But then
of like,
he's too nice.
Bro, that's too much.
He's too nice.
That's too much that it's a lie.
Have you heard about the what his wife said?
Yeah, I heard about
His
what his wife
ex-wife?
said.
What?
That he was too good, so she divorced
That's
him
a
because
lot.
of that.
That's what people say.
That's ridiculous.
That's what people say when they want to get out of a relationship. It's not
I
you,
never
it's
heard
me.
No,
But
Shut the fuck up.
Kaká was a killer on the field,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. He's a killer, but he's still like...
I
Bro.
just mean this, right?
Did he win Ballon
Because,
d'Or?
by the way, I
Yeah.
just wrote this book, right, talking about raising football children. And it will come out soon, but there's one of the parts of the book is talking about being respectful. I think being respectful
Yes.
is the most important.
That's what I mean.
You can be charming and have a little bit of something and personality, but as long as you're respectful at the end of the day and likable. I think that's talking about bootlicking, circling back of, I think very rarely coaches disliked me as a person.
That's what I mean.
As a person. And I think that can help you go a long way. I actually spoke recently to someone that is connected to a player that has just been released from their contract doing really, really well, but the club wants to get rid of them because the coaches don't like him.
Yeah.
Coaches think he's a smart ass, he doesn't listen,
Character.
whatever. Yeah, so there's an element of like, you don't want to be too nice where you got no personality, but also you need people to like you, I think is really important. Because I think it comes down to be a player that can make it in football, you have to be so good, your level of quality needs to be so high, that to be a player that people will dislike you as a person and still give you opportunities, you have to be so good, it's almost not worth even trying that. Like, to be Ronaldinho and coaches hate you, you have to be Ronaldinho in ability level.
Yeah, that's...
You know?
Like,
they dislike you, but they still play you because, look at you. You got to be so good that you're going to make it so hard for your career.
I'm not the guy to be given this advice because I'm not a quote-unquote beautiful person. Like, I can be a prick. I'm not the guy but again, I didn't make it anywhere, so go figure. But I even know some young players, super confident, super cocky, right? But it could be their downfall because then it's like, I think I'm better than everyone. I think I know everything. It's like, man, trust me, with that mindset, like, it's a fine line between having confidence and just being too big for your boots.
It is a
I feel like
fine
right
line.
now, perfect player, Odegaard.
Like character-wise? Yeah, I mean, he's a captain, bro. That's crazy,
Captain?
isn't it? 24.
Never heard anything bad about him. Baller. And he's just charming.
Signed for Real Madrid at 16, bro.
What's with Jerome's love for Drizzy? Great question. I just love Drake, man. I'm going to all 4 shows and I'm broke.
Hey, but talking about the pod that actually runs this studio, is Drake dropped off, bro?
Nah. You know what's happening after the beef? Obviously, everyone thinks Drake lost the beef. That's fair, whatever. But what's happened?
Not in court.
Well, what's happening is now people are sort of saying, hold on a minute. Family Matters was very good, like the Drake diss. That was very good. Okay, now Drake's dropping freestyles and shit. Everyone's talking about Drake. He's just come and smashed it. He's going to come smash a sold-out Australian tour. He's linking with streamers and shit. He's pivoting again. He knows what he's doing, man. Trust me, he knows what he's doing.
But is his music hitting?
No, bro. The thing about Drake and people is nostalgia is the major killer of all art form. It is. Even football. Like, we will say, has football fallen off? We'd all say, yeah. We would all say football's fallen off.
Yeah, I agree.
We've had the 2 greatest players of all time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Still playing.
Yeah, but like, it's like, for instance, most Drake fans would have listened to Take Care in high school. So for them, it's like, greatest time of my life.
No, you've been hurt.
Right? What's your favourite Drake album?
No.
It's Take Care.
Well, I like
Someone
songs.
else.
So, for example, though, he drops Do Not Disturb
Yeah, classic.
on the day. I'm not thinking about nostalgia Drake. I'm thinking this song is amazing.
It's incredible.
On the day when it comes out.
Yes.
I haven't had that feeling for a Drake song in a
So,
very long
but the
time.
other day when I was with you,
I'll
you couldn't.
send you some ones, bro. Maybe you haven't been going deep in it.
Rash.
Bro, you used to just, when Drake used to drop, me and him, we would like, it was like, that's no conversation. It's just Drake in the background of all activity.
Hell yeah, that's what I do. I do listening parties.
Yeah, but then like we'd capture lyrics and go, bro,
Yeah.
he's done it again.
A couple of weeks ago when we were here, you kept saying something to the point where it was like almost annoying.
What?
Let me tell you about my brother though. Let me tell you about my brother though.
You mean...
Let me tell you about my brother.
Yeah. Wait, so you're talking about that sometimes in like a few months, years later, you're like, you realize songs are good. Yeah, 100% that happens. But
You're
also,
saying he's fallen off, but it's stuck in your head. That's a new song. That's a new Drake song. Let me tell you about my brother though. Stories about
Bro,
my brother.
I don't know, man. Circadian,
Yes, it is.
circadian rhythm. Still got it, bro.
Any hoomst.
I think he's still probably the greatest artist of all time.
Not of all time. Rapper.
Rapper, take influential away.
Yeah.
Because obviously Tupac, as a revolutionary and like a visionary and stuff like that, political impact and, social impact. But Drake, musically,
If you guys
amazing.
want all my thoughts, just follow my Twitter because all I tweet about is like maybe 80% football and 20% music. So
maybe you should start a WhatsApp group, Drake fans.
I already got it.
Do you?
It's called The Owls.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
It's not in WhatsApp. It's on Instagram. There's only 3 members. And you have to be like...
Who's the 3?
The 3 real owls are me, Max Cabana, and my mate John.
That's too much, bro. You've got a music fan group over an artist.
It's not a fan group. We just called The Owls. We talk about everything in there. It's just called The Owls.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Fair enough.
Why is Gav bald? Grow some hair. It's not that hard.
That
Would
was
you
funny.
ever do
It was,
hair treatment?
Yeah, I would.
No way, bro. Tell the guy to send a picture of him and then send a picture next to my face and we'll compare.
Hey!
Dale!
Woo!
Dude, how do you say dale in Chinese?
Dale. I think it's Dale.
Dale.
Any hoomst. Just grow some hair. What the fuck? I'm going turkey, bro. Fuck it.
I'd rather laser my hair completely off so I don't have to keep shaving it.
Yeah, facts.
Jerome, what do they say again?
What?
What do they say again?
Huh.
No, I always said
Oh, Dale.
whenever someone would actually say that to me, I would say shave your head off and try and look as good as me.
Fuck, so you full get on the defensive.
You get full
100%.
person, bro.
Yeah, aggressive.
Yeah, I can't talk. I'm the worst.
That's what they want, Gav. They want that bite, bro.
Yeah, they want that bite. Just say you look great, bro. How much would the salary cap need to be in the A-League to make it more attractive for internationals? Fucking
No salary
none.
cap. No salary cap.
None, bro. Get rid of that shit.
Zaydo, come Zaydo.
We did the math on Ronaldo's contract the other day. Bro,
For Al Nassr.
understanding football wages, I think that's actually skewed. Do you reckon that's skewed our minds of like what's normal type of income to earn in this world?
Football income, people. Okay,
Bro, it is ridiculous.
it's ridiculous. Yeah,
But then
As
I
a-
thought I
it's
said it to
entertainment.
someone the other day. How many concerts does Drake do a year?
depends. But why?
Depends.
I just want to know.
World tour.
Oh, it's very hard.
Sometimes he might not tour.
It's very hard to say.
Exactly,
You
right?
could do 100 shows a year. You could do 5.
Can you do 100 shows a year
Yeah,
as an artist?
Yeah,
Yeah.
world tours. Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't
bro,
know.
yeah, world tour. Like if you do like, say you do I don't know 30 dates in America and then 20 in Europe. Like, you
But regardless, bro, the contract that Drake of what Drake would earn from doing his shows in comparison to Ronaldo is minuscule, I would say.
Ronaldo's a lot more.
A lot more.
bro.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
I would
So-
say if you can we Google
So,
that?
so my thing is,
I think
my
Obviously,
thing
Drake
is,
has other avenues of income.
So does
But
Ronaldo.
I'm
That's-
saying like but I'm saying of the contract of music, what he's earning from music.
Well, I think also
Well-
the music industry is slightly.
yeah.
Like they take a lot
That's
of.
what Drake's fighting for at the moment, by the way.
Well, my thing is, right, if you're a footballer, right, and obviously a lot of people think that the big players get overpaid. Let's just say you're playing in the Prem and you play, let's just say 50 games a year. You have to, week in, week out, perform in front of,
Yeah.
let's just say 60,000.
Plus everyone
At the-
online.
Yeah, at the end of the day, you're an artist. You're hosting an event, and I think that's what people don't understand. And you're actually training. Where if you're a singer that people adore and love, yeah, you might do whatever. I don't know how
Rehearsals.
many concerts you do, right? But you don't have to train. You don't have to put your body through agony.
Well, I want to push back on that. I get Gavin's point,
It's different.
but after seeing the Beyonce documentary,
no, it's different.
she
I haven't seen it.
the preparation she put in for Coachella was 12-hour days, strictest diet you've ever seen in your life. But I get what Gavin's saying.
I agree 100%. I'm not saying they're overpaid. I'm not saying
Let's talk
Ronaldo's
about this.
But that's a
overpaid.
thing.
Are footballers overpaid in the grand scheme of occupations?
Well, I think first of all, I would like to say no. I don't believe in such thing as overpaid. Really, like in a society that's functioning with laws and not monopolies and that kind of stuff, in a free market, I don't believe in overpaid. I believe, okay, do we want to see Ronaldo play on the TV? So we put our money down and pay his wage, essentially. And I think everyone would agree that we want to pay his wage because we want to watch him play football.
Like, for instance, someone will say, hold on, a firefighter who's saving people's lives gets paid X, but a footballer who all they have to do is kick a ball around gets paid Y.
yeah.
I hate those comparisons.
I think other fields get underpaid versus
Yeah, I
footballers get
agree.
overpaid.
Now this year that I've
Because
been, I
footballers
don't know.
get paid. Footballers get paid that amount because their clubs are making that much money. So it's a part of the revenue. It's a part of the cycle. The
And
cycle's bigger.
And I would ask you this: how many firefighters, if they had the choice, would play football as their career?
yeah, if they love football, all of them.
They would prefer to do that.
Of course.
So it's more competitive. It's more difficult to get that job. That means that you get paid more to be in that position.
I think base level, like surface level, you look at it like, yeah, okay, a soldier has it harder than a footballer.
Of course.
Okay? They're fighting for their country, their life's on the line. It's obviously high stakes, whatever. And people just look at football like, oh, you have your nice cars, your fancy houses, you have this and that. Look, some footballers probably don't deserve to be on as much as others. I think some footballers are stealing a living. But Rash is right. I don't think there's such a thing as overpaid. Like, it's just, it ties into the economy and everything else. And like Gav said, you got 60,000 in the stadium. You've got whole countries mood depending on you.
Yeah.
You've got entire continents of people, billions of people watching you, critiquing you, getting online, abusing you. You can't go anywhere in public. There's so many aspects that are shit of a footballer's life that, yeah, okay, they're going to need some compensation.
I don't think it's even that. I think it's just more. I just think it's more like, okay, when we're at school, yeah, who's the coolest kid in school?
A footballer.
the best footballer.
Yeah, 100%.
In almost every country in the world, the coolest, no matter how smart everyone else is, no matter how good looking someone is, doesn't matter. The coolest kid in school is the one that's good at the best player of sport.
Look, Gav, he was
it's
bald.
it's the most important sport at that school. The best player of that sport so it might be in America. It might be the NFL quarterback.
Yeah, basketball
example,
player,
right?
whatever.
So everyone, it's like something innate in us. Like you could walk in a room with billionaires and multi-billionaires, Donald Trump. Messi walks in the room. He's the one. Everyone is going to look at him, even like the most powerful, rich.
The celebs look up to him.
Everyone's going to look at and the best footballer in the world. Wow, look at that guy.
Yeah.
So, of course, you're going to earn the most money.
Do you think?
Of course.
I personally.
Not most money. A lot of money. A lot of money.
I personally feel like footballers cop it more than actors, musicians. Like, I don't really hear people too often saying, oh, actors get paid too much or musicians get paid too much. It's always footballers. It's always these fucking pricks on $500,000 a week, but, you know, so-and-so's concreting. Like,
But it's also like, the actors get paid off like the earnings, you know, the gross outcomes, all that. Same with football.
Yeah.
You play for Man U, you get massive wages. You play for Central Coast, you might be on a standard wage.
If you were overpaid, these clubs would fold.
Yeah.
Like, if you were overpaid, the clubs would fold.
I think the craziest thing as a footballer is to see the difference of you playing lower levels and you going, this guy's playing one level higher and he's on this much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing as footballers to be like, okay, just stick in it. Stick it out.
Look, don't get me wrong. Footballers have the most luxurious life ever. Private jets, maids, chefs, all the everyday activities are done for them. They literally just follow a set of plans.
Yeah, the top 5 leagues or whatever.
Yeah, the top 5
clubs.
leagues. Yeah. Like everything's done for them. Right. So it is easy in retrospect, but again, there's so many pressures. Like imagine having even watching the Beckham documentary, you're having bullets sent to your house, you're having fucking people threaten your life, saying they're going to get your family, and like that's pressure, man.
Bro, you guys need to watch the Saudi Pro League doco on Netflix. It's amazing.
I'll watch that tonight.
When I was watching it, all I was thinking about was like, we need to go there and do a vlog. It's so cool, bro, because it gives you. It's like, you know, the what's the Formula 1 doco called?
Drive to Survive.
Drive to Survive.
Yeah,
it's
that's a
that
great
of Saudi
one.
Pro League. So it starts with Al Nassr, then it goes to Al Ahly, then it goes to Neymar's Al Hilal,
Really?
then it goes to Steven Gerrard's team, and you're like in the club, in the rivalries. Some teams don't have much money. Some teams have they've just signed Neymar, they've got Mitrovic, blah, blah, blah. It's got the full background. It's so cool.
And again, everything's circumstantial. Like, and I say this with mental health as well. Like, if you're a concreter, it's a hard fucking job. And if you're doing 9 to 5, it's hard, man. Respect, right? But you can't compare your life to someone else's because you actually don't know what they're going through, what pressures they deal with. All you see is the glitz and glamour.
And vice versa.
And vice versa.
Vice versa.
Exactly.
But also, I think football, sport in general, but football in particular, you kind of touched on it, has a really unique value proposition to it that you can provide value to someone's life, like improved emotional purpose to someone else's life.
Thank you very much.
Or absolute detriment, like Chelsea fans.
It's actually incredible when you think about
Billions
it.
of people.
Like, yeah, you could build someone's house, and that's obviously super value and very practical. But a whole country to every weekend, it provides their life with meaning to watch you play and joy and brings their family together and stuff like that. Like, that's
Especially.
Dude, people would off themselves if they didn't have their football teams, especially in these like cold shithole towns. Like, I'm serious.
It
gives them purpose. Like, there's nothing else for them to do. Like, it's the only thing that they look forward to. Some people, it's fucking serious.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's crazy. Even on the doco, when they were saying they were selling their cars and trucks to travel to, you know, watch the games.
Yep. Good segment, boys. Do you boys play PlayStation? Surely we need to see you boys playing FIFA.
Yeah, I don't play it enough, but
That would be hilarious.
I do
I
think
could spend some minutes on that thing.
I feel like Rash hasn't picked up a controller in about 12 years.
Yeah.
I could not even tell you what a controller looks like these days.
Cool.
Hey, you should verse Mitch Austin.
Yeah.
on a FIFA game? Because
He's
you're the
good-
best FIFA player here, aren't you?
No, it'd be me.
You?
Yeah, it'd be me.
He looks like a guy that
Rash.
sits at
Who's got the
PlayStation.
biggest gut here? Say
Wait,
it.
so-
Say it. Jerome.
Jeremy.
Jerem. I am the best FIFA player here. Jake would be second, and I'd probably put.
Who's your team if we're playing against each other? Who do you go? And I want to know your instant tactics.
See, I haven't put it on in a while, but I'd go someone like I don't like playing with when I've
I
like
think you know you're good in FIFA if you shoot with square or circle.
I'll be real with you, and FIFA at the game, it's falling off.
What does that mean? what he's
It's
just said?
stinking, bro.
I don't I don't know.
Well,
Are you a classic control way or?
of course.
Oh yeah, classic
Circle to
yeah.
shoot.
Do you play the
always.
Pro
No.
Evo style?
No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like you know you're good if you're doing that. If we're playing, all right, we're about to
everyone
play.
shoots with circle, bro.
All right, listen, we're about to play. Are you mixing up the controls to like sprint and whatever? You straight away start.
I'm looking at the I'm looking at the person what they're
Are
doing.
you
with their
making subs?
Yeah, depending on how much time they spend in team management,
Yeah.
it tells me a little bit.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about the controls?
So
Mixing up
like
the
because
controls?
like the basic controls of what button makes an action, you can flip them. You can change
Really?
them to suit
I've-
whatever you want.
I've got one.
Instead- yeah.
Actually,
Is that just to be weird, or like is it actually?
Well, because
effective?
like some games have it like flipped around, so maybe some people are used to it or Xbox.
Oh, I
don't know.
see. Okay.
how do you hold the analog?
What do you mean,
Are
bro?
you thumb and thumb like that?
Yeah, of course.
I'm thumb like this.
What type of weird Argentinian shit is that?
Are you good? I think you're not that good at the game.
I always, my mates used to always say I used to hold it like that. I'm left-handed.
That doesn't matter.
We need to play. We need to watch Gab play.
I want to
would be-
know if there's any Suited and Booted fans that hold it with the two fingers.
There's got to be
The
none
FIFA rankings is me, Jake, Gav, and then
without
obviously-
any gameplay.
Well, judged off what he's doing, I should beat him.
No. I'm half decent.
Okay, I guess
So
that's
can
the
we
matchup
challenge
then,
you to
these
Mitch
two.
Austin? And
Nah,
just see.
you
I
two?
want to see.
I reckon go
Mitch
you
Austin,
two
he's
and
scary.
then
I
me
know,
and
but I
Rash.
want to know what the levels of FIFA are.
Nah.
So is it like
Mitch
you're gonna
Austin
go
would
over-
smoke
there's,
me.
There's a
Yeah?
there's a point of like where like you can be 20 minutes into a game and think like this kid hasn't spoke to anyone in 6 months the way he's how good he's playing. Like, they
we're
know
talking
what
4-0,
analog
5-0 halftime.
yeah it'd be
Really?
yeah it'd be
Mitch,
5-0 30 minutes if he wants to.
Mitch Austin would put me to the sword.
Yeah.
Seriously, Mitch Austin would smoke my boots
Oh, God,
because I'm nowhere near a pro player.
Has any of us watched Squid Game too, by the way?
Yeah, I'm on it. 굽습니다. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
You watch it in Korean.
Of course. Anyone who watches international shows in dubbed is a fucking freak. Because it looks like this.
I would watch
I
it
agree
in
with that.
subtitles. Yeah.
It looks like this. Guys, we have to beat the challenge. And the voice doesn't match the person.
Yeah.
I just watched it in English dub.
Please, Rash, I want better for you. You're smart. You can read.
What?
Bro, because so I tactically watch a show before I go to bed.
You went to Korea.
to try to relax and switch off. And
Does
go
that
to
work?
sleep. Yeah. So if I'm engaged in the show, but
Like
if
as
I've
in
got to
it takes you-
read while they're talking and they're yelling at me in Korean.
See, I fall asleep
that's
to
not
games.
relaxing.
Aren't you used to
I
that?
realized. I realized 2 days ago that I've been reading this
I
book.
understand Korean.
I read my book and I have music on in with my headphones.
couldn't do
You
that.
know why
Yeah.
you do that? Because you have
ADHD.
ADHD.
But still, it helps me focus.
Well,
Really?
Adhead.
look, if I'm watching Squid Games and he's going, "감사합니다, 감사합니다, 안녕하세요," it's like, whoa, fuck, he can't gonna die. But if he's
Jerome.
like, "Oh my god, they're coming for us,"
Jerome, just that with the headphones going.
me,
That's what I'll do.
I've never read in my life. I hate reading.
Yeah, we're gonna change that.
To be fair, I've been really thinking about this because I grew up like trying to read. I could never do like 12 books a year, right?
I can't do one.
But then there's so much that is out right now. Like you can do audio books, podcasts, listen to all these people. Is it worth reading anymore?
No.
Realistically. I
Well,
had that thought the
some
other
people
day.
find it relaxing. So
You've got to. There's
know what I
different
mean?
forms of research.
yeah, it's
Whatever
different forms.
works for your brain, man.
Some people read though for entertainment.
Do you know what? Like I found
Like some
you-
of the best information I've found in a book, yes. But then the amount of
Shades of grey.
information I can get faster,
But do you absorb it as well is the question.
I don't know. This is why I'm putting out the question.
Well, I reckon since I did the Unlaced, I got more intelligent. from 150 conversations.
Sure you would. But
Well, I
also,
know how to
by the
talk
way,
now.
By the way, also a lot of people can read faster than they can listen.
See, I can't. I can't.
I'm gonna say.
I know, but some people can read at an insanely quick pace.
Yeah, haven't you seen those Olympic level readers where they go? Well, the guy goes.
That's the best. I've seen that. I've seen that. They're the best ones. Oh man, they're the best. They're the best. And the guy asked him what was the book about.
Start the show with that as the first clip. Do that again.
I am the quickest reader in the football podcast world. I'm going to read this whole book in 3 seconds.
Did you just read that backwards?
Yes.
Yeah, he read it.
Everyone retains info differently, Rash.
And it was called The Rap.
Yeah. Has Jerome and Jake been on a two-man before?
What does that mean?
Two-man, so when me and Jake are like, I'm tall striker, he's short striker.
Oh,
I don't get it.
no. What?
You don't know what a two-man is? Yeah. Do the math.
Gav, what do you think it is?
All right, what do we think a two-man is, Gav?
Two mans on
I don't want to know. It sounds rude.
Well, it is.
Yeah, it
Okay,
is.
move on.
My son
done
is
enough.
my son is 13.
Oh, what a follow-up.
question.
Yeah, what a follow-up.
Fuck me.
He scored his first Sunday League goal playing against grown males this Sunday. Will he make it pro?
Oh,
Yes.
my God.
Yes, he will.
crazy.
Yes, he will.
What are we like the fucking golden chalice ball here? That's, yeah, he's going to get there, mate.
Yep. No, you know what? He is.
Don't put that in his head, please.
Gav, can you give us a rundown of how you make your mate? All the yerba in mine comes loose and it gets too strong bitter. Cheers, guys. Keep up the pod.
Thank
Comes
you.
loose.
Come
do you
loose.
mean?
Oh, so he doesn't make the wall properly.
I don't know why anyone would want to drink that cigarette water.
You just got to basically. So you got to do quick rundown. 3/4 of the cup. Put your hand on top. Shake it thoroughly. Get all the dust on your hand. Wipe that off. Put some water in. Let it sit for 5 minutes. Make your wall.
Nice.
That should
was
make
good.
sense. Made sense in my head.
But also, I would say you drink the thin ones. That goes into my straw.
Mine doesn't.
If I drink the, maybe it's the brand he's drinking as well.
And his Bombija.
Ashwagandha.
Try a different brand. Is that it, guys? I need to go to the toilet.
Yeah,
so
guys, I'm
bad.
done because I'm starving and I ain't on no health resolutions, so you know where I'm going. Hey, Jake, I went to Old Junna twice this week. They made me wait 40 minutes for my food.
Never happened to me. That's
What the fuck?
How busy was it?
Just normal?
Shout out Old Junna, man. We need to have some Old Junna on the show.
You call
once.
that guy boss?
No, because he wasn't bossing. I said, thanks, kid.
Kid.
Nah, I
Oh,
didn't
I'm
say
not
kid.
kidding, man. I've posted a lot of the times I've been at Old Junna lately on my story.
We'd love an Old Junna sponsor.
I am getting I'm giving them a lot of business, bro.
You are.
I'm waiting for the
Are you though?
Pinos.
Well,
like
I
you're
put it-
posting on your story. Are
Okay,
people
maybe
going there
business.
because of
Business
you?
is the wrong
Yes,
word.
Rash.
Business is the wrong word. Awareness, because everyone's like, bro, is it that good? Like, how is it?
Oh,
what do I
you're actually
order?
getting responses
I'm having
and stuff.
girls message me going, what do I order? I don't know. And I'm
Oh
like,
wow, you actually are providing.
bro,
some
I'm not
awareness.
even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
Maybe we need our own suited and booted chicken.
No, I've got one. I've got one. I
Is it
seriously have
chicken
one.
there?
Bro,
or-
chicken.
You need a
certain
meal,
type of-
Like our own KFC.
Jake.
Yeah, bro.
You need a meal at Old Junna.
That's
called
our
the
goal
Jake
for
and
this
Bake.
year.
The
Unrealistic.
Jake and Bake, baby.
The Jake and Bake.
Yeah.
And it comes with freshly baked Lebo bread.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, let's.
The Jake and Bake.
Whoever's listening to this
Have
and
some of
owns
that
a
charcoal
restaurant.
chicken in you go, I'm saying.
Guys, there's a long one for you. Pause. So, comment, like, subscribe, 5 stars on Spotify. We are back in this bitch. And we're coming harder than ever. Pause. We have so much stuff planned for you guys. Just in here, outside of the studio, guests, all that shit. But I'm not going to do one of those whole, get real, whatever. Thanks for the support in 2024. We love you all. And we're going to expand this year.
Are we wrapping up here? Yeah. Shout out to Geet Arnold as well. We're thinking of you guys. AU Ballers.
Love,
Lots of love.
to Gian Arnold and AU Ballers and the whole family over there. I think I'm done. I'm potted out.
Wait, we got a big year, man. We got so much stuff coming.
Okay, bye.
Woo!
Good man.
Oh, man.
I need a piss.
I mentally got rattled so long ago because I need to.
Why don't you wear a diaper?